Oh, we're back. Welcome to the smooth
Smooth
sounds
tones
of
time.
the worst year of our lives, frequently known as the news. This is the
I hope
this is the all request after midnight love fest.
I hope your gain is blasting right now.
that would be amazing, but it is not. It is at a normal volume.
Sad.
Because the one thing that I read from comments were that people couldn't decide if they liked screaming microphone in the mouth or
syrupy
sultry, smooth, and sexual tension.
I think they established they did not much care for either.
Well, guess what?
Guess what
They're
you're
getting one.
You're getting one of them.
Or they're getting both. No, I don't.
Oh.
I don't want to touch it.
Don't
Hi,
touch it.
everybody.
Hi.
We're back.
Hi.
It's part 2. I'm Drew. That's Scott.
What's up?
Sarian Softpaws on most things, or Drew Sarian on Letterboxd. P.S. I lied to you for weeks when I said I was working on getting Letterboxd to change it. I haven't even looked into it.
I bet it's like super easy.
I bet you can probably do it on the website, but not the app.
desktop.
But not the app.
You know what? We have a post-pod mission.
There we go.
So, folks, right now, it's Drew Sarian on Letterboxd or Letterboxd,
Well,
depending on
unless
where you
we
go.
find out after
Unless
but they're already hearing this after we would've
unless you go
Okay.
to Drew Sarian on Letterboxd and find nothing, a barren wasteland like your womb.
Barren Trump wasteland.
Yes.
All 6'9" of them.
As far as wastelands go, that'd be a pretty cool one.
Yep.
If you find nothing where once there was life, then try Sarian Softpaws.
Maybe we
on
figured it
Letterboxd.
out. Maybe we fixed it.
Maybe we made the transition. Speaking of which, we had a time on our break between parts 1 and 2, and so stay tuned for next week, which I imagine will be the last of our podcasts a number of you listen to. So we just like to say thanks up top for sticking with us this far, but if this is the end of the line for you, we very much understand.
We totally get it.
Yeah.
We don't even expect you to come back.
I mean, if you want to, great. We'd love to have you, but we understand.
And after the episode airs, we will let
Probably go into hiding.
well, I was thinking that we might move to a small town in Virginia, perhaps.
Ooh, Charlottesville.
Charlottesville. You know what? I do really like tiki torches.
I like polo shirts.
There you go.
Together, we're unstoppable.
Put them together. You didn't say your Twitter handle.
It's at Not Scott Henson on most things,
Oh.
including Letterboxd. Yes.
What about?
But not including Cameo.
What is your Cameo?
That's cameo.com/scoot.
Where should they send money for requests or just to give us money?
They should send money, and let's talk amounts of money. If it's just to give us money, hey, whatever feels good,
Whatever you
pal.
want.
If it's for a latecomer all-request spectacular movie review, it is for the moment $75 American.
But we're going to put it back to 2 hours or less.
Yeah, with a 2-hour cap to paypal.me/Not Scott Henson. We want to bang out some 75s. Look,
I'd bang a 75. Is Jane Seymour 75 yet?
I bet she is, and I bet it'd be nice. The 20s were trash. The 50s feel okay. 75s are going to feel real nice. So if you'd like to make us feel nice, send a little something to paypal.me/Not Scott
She's
Henson.
71. That's so close.
4 more years. Wait, is that why they're chanting that?
4 more years.
Because they're waiting
4
for
more
Jane
years.
Seymour to
Helen
turn
Mirren
75?
77.
77.
I'm in.
Wow.
Even though she's Russian.
We won't hold that against her. We'll hold other things against her.
My dick.
Andrew,
What?
this is a family podcast.
We're 5 minutes in. It's fine. I'm sorry. 4.5 minutes in. We're fine.
420?
420, baby.
Blaze it.
Hitler's birthday.
I want to give a shout out to...
Happy birthday, Adolf.
Well,
it could be anyone. It doesn't necessarily
could
have to be
be
Hitler. It could
any
be
Adolf.
Eichmann.
It could be Eichmann.
a third
third
Adolf.
Hey, shout out.
Partially demonetized. 4 minutes in.
Limited to no ads. Shout out to our boy Bennett, who, if you've been paying attention to the YouTube, you've already seen his pretty damn awesome animation
It's pretty good.
for our review of Hairspray 2007.
Now, in video form,
Yep.
it does not paint me in the best light.
what are you talking
But
about?
you know what? I'm kind of fine with it.
Well, to be fair, that review is the meanest you've ever been in any review. I'm not joking. That's the meanest you've been, period.
I was very mad. I
Yeah.
was very hyped. I didn't just get hyped, I stayed hyped.
Ah. And that
I'm a
was
real
your,
Mojo Rowley
that was
type.
your that was your downfall.
Yeah.
Andre the Giant Battle Royal winner, Mojo Rawley.
Correct. But only because he was roommates in college with Gronk. Literally the only reason.
Did you know that the most recent winner of that is Madcap Moss?
Well, we found that out
did.
on
Thanks to 5-Star
Match Game.
But what?
I'm sorry. Who?
Insane.
Riddick? No.
No.
Madcap?
The Chronicles of Madcap. I'm writing it down. I think that's funny. That's not funny for anyone who's not a wrestling fan,
Nope.
but it's funny for wrestling fans.
That's not even funny for wrestling fans who don't know wrestling's for like the last 2 years.
That's true.
Like if you stopped watching wrestling before the pandemic, you don't get
you
that.
need to be the Venn diagram of recent pre-pandemic WWE and Vin Diesel movies.
Yes.
That's the Venn diagram.
Correct.
And I'm right in the middle, baby.
Correct.
I'm that little vagina between those two circles.
I don't like you saying little vagina.
I'm that little vagina. What do you think? What do you think about that character?
Who was his tag team partner? Go.
What?
Who was Riddick Moss's tag team partner?
Warren.
No.
Bo.
No.
Did you see why I said that?
Yep. I did.
Well, you should give me more credit then. You
No.
don't. You seem unimpressed.
Eh. He was the one that AEW brought in for tryouts and then turned
Tino
out
Sabbatelli.
he was a snitch. He was snitching AEW stuff to NXT.
I forgot
Trying
he was
to get
a
it-
snitch ass motherfucker.
Trying to get his NXT job back.
No swearing. That's right, and he didn't get it.
didn't get it.
because even though
Because then they were like,
even though you're snitching for us, we don't like snitches.
snitches don't get jobs back.
I like that.
Yeah.
They made the right move, and now he's nowhere. Now he's just having gay sex somewhere, I assume.
Yeah.
Guys,
Even-
if anyone
e-
knows where Tino Sabbatelli
Even
is,
though he was like a real non-practice squad every day for like 8 years NFL player.
and had the body of a Greek god.
Look at that body.
Look,
man.
seriously, look, I'm not impressed by a lot of bodies. He had a good body.
He did have a good body.
I don't care where you're from.
I'm from here.
Kid was stacked. What do you think about that phrase? I'm saying a lot of phrases that make me feel weird.
Tino
I'm a
Sabbatelli.
little vagina and the kid was stacked.
Sabatino Piscatelli is his real name.
Oh, that's right.
And he played for he was a free safety for the Bucks, the Browns, and the Chiefs. The end of story.
That's, you know what? It's a good story.
Second round pick out of Baton Rouge. Played for
Do you know that's just French for a red stick?
correct? He played
Come on, Louisiana.
played for Oregon State.
Ducks.
He was a Duck.
No. Oregon is Ducks. Or
Oh.
it was the
I don't know, man. I don't know college stuff.
you love college sports.
Do we know that he's engaged to Mandy Rose?
Noted prostitute Mandy
Noted
Rose.
prostitute, Mandy Rose. Oregon State is the Beavers.
That's right.
The Oregon
You
State
Oregon is
Beavers.
Ducks.
Beaver cleavage.
Now that's a wrestler.
That is a
Guys, this is just a wrestling podcast today. Look, a lot of people are going to tell you. You're going to hear from a lot of sources
Noted whore,
that
Mandy Rose.
that we've got 6 movies to talk about. But
Yeah.
this is
No, we did it.
This is just a wrestling. Oh, I guess we did it last.
What do we have to do anything about manscaped.com promo code CATS20 CATS20?
Hey, you got it right.
I know.
You didn't
TWO.
You didn't one spell two out and two somehow spell it wrong. Yeah, we don't have to do anything, but you should do that.
Go
we
to
don't-
Manscaped.com.
we owe them nothing more this week, but you owe us you people owe us.
You and I.
You and I people
You and I people.
owe us by going to manscaped.com using promo code CATS20.
You owe us.
You do owe us. Where is the rent? You must pay the rent.
Do not diddle kids. No
Mustn't
good
diddle
diddling kids. Well, let's. We got a lot to do, so let's just.
Should we just do movies?
Let's just go right into it.
just
I
do
don't. I
movies.
don't think we need to have fun. I think we need to just get through this so we can kill ourselves later. P.S. We're not going to kill ourselves later. Don't call
Don't
the police
send a
for
wellness check.
Oh, I feel sad saying that.
I know.
Let's just move on.
Everything's sad.
Would you-
Kevin Nash's kid died, and now Kevin Nash is maybe going to kill himself.
He claimed he wasn't going to.
He's
though.
killing him, but he's sad. Any way you slice it, he's fucking sad.
I know.
Jay Briscoe's fucking dead.
Yeah, that sucks.
Everything's sad.
It sucks. Life sucks, then you die.
That's what I heard.
So kill yourself.
No.
Now? Huh. Why
mean,
bother suffering through more of it when you can just do it now?
I mean, logically, I can't argue
Spitting the truth.
with that reasoning.
I'm a regular Matt Walsh.
It's
but not that one, the other one.
Oh, the guy from Veep?
The guy from Veep.
He's
I'm
funny.
that Matt Walsh.
Upright Citizens Brigade. Founding member.
Founding member.
Matt Walsh. Amy Poehler.
Matt Bronger.
Other Matt. Besser.
Besser.
And Ian Roberts. We did it.
Ian Roberts. What has he ever done?
Reno 911 sometimes.
Yeah, I know. That's it, though.
That's it.
Scott!
Maybe some drunk history. He seems like a drunk history
does seem
guy.
like a drunk history
Don't
guy.
you think? Yeah.
Do you want to do 2007's Uwe Boll masterpiece, Postal?
Are you talking about 2007's Postal by noted Vancouver restaurateur until recently, Uwe Boll?
Do you want to know what my letterboxed review of this movie was?
Yes.
Oh my god, what happened? I wrote to Mr. Uwe Boll directly.
Oh, did he respond?
Yeah.
Did he challenge you to a boxing
I
match?
said, Uwe is as bad at making movies as he is at keeping his restaurant open in Gastown
no.
in the worst part of Vancouver.
It is crazy that he had a super high-end
Yep.
German restaurant in probably the worst 4 to 6 square block area in Canada.
But it's so wild that that is the biggest tourist part of the city,
Yeah.
yet they do absolutely nothing to make it safe or clean.
no.
They're just like, oh, this is where every single tourist immediately comes when they get off the cruise ship.
Mm-hmm.
But also, let's just let all these fentanyl-addicted crackheads
Would you like to watch
smash
someone
windows.
OD in front of your
Would,
very eyes?
would you like to see a man eat a live pigeon, which is something that my classmates at film school actually
A
saw a
real
guy do
thing.
outside of the school?
A real live? Didn't kill it.
Two of my classmates were leaving the school at like 8 o'clock at night.
Spooky.
And as they were standing out front talking, a lady from the bench that was like 10 feet away from them screamed as loud as she could, "Somebody stop him, he's eating it." And they looked over, the guy had caught a pigeon and was...
Oh, I thought you were going to say the guy was a cat.
the guy was a cat who had caught a pigeon, and he was full on just
like corn on the cobbing it?
yeah, just
Holy
like ripping chunks off.
Sweet.
And my classmates were like, "I'm never leaving from this side of the school again."
Nope.
It was there was disgusting.
I wouldn't.
There was
I don't know if I'd leave the school again.
there was constantly poop everywhere,
Sure.
but you could never tell if it was dog or human.
Oh, no, dealer's choice.
I mean, it's probably a mixture. Like a dog pooped, then a human came by and said, "I could do bigger."
Oh.
Pooped on top of it, and then like 30 people walked over it all day.
When you said it was a mixture, Furry Brain went immediately to
Oh, it's a-
the thing making the poop was a mixture.
was a dog man.
It was a dog man.
He's a regular dog man.
Did I mention this? This comes to us from Decided Non-Creep this week. Brandon H.
For now. Did he also give us Blubberella? Or was it somebody else?
No. I feel it wasn't something last week.
Yes. Making up for Blubber a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Making up for Blubberella.
Thanks for not being a creep for now.
For now. Our second Uwe Boll movie. And the second overall Uwe Boll movie I've ever seen. I thought I had seen others. I looked at them like, nope, haven't.
I've seen Day Watch and Night Watch, and they're both terrible. They're just as bad.
Is he
Is he a bad filmmaker?
No.
Oh, and I've seen In the Name of the King, a Dungeon Siege tale.
Of course you have.
I saw it in theaters thinking it would be like a Lord of the Rings type thing, and then just realized it's terrible.
I definitely heard a podcast on In the Name of the King.
Have you seen 2 starring Dolph Lundgren or 3 starring Dominic Purcell?
I love that you're on top of this.
I haven't seen either of them. I just know they're in them.
Of Prison Break
Of
fame?
Prison Break fame?
Excellent. The
Not-
the straight one.
Not a gay man.
Not a gay
Correct,
man.
Correct.
Are you an...
We stand you straight, Prince.
This podcast is dedicated to Dominic Purcell. Is he an Alone in the Dark man? or is that just a different bad movie, maybe based on a video game?
Maybe. Look up the Uwe Boll filmography.
Feels
Now,
like it.
while you're looking that up, allow me to tell you that
Christian Slater and Tara Reid, what a pair.
Uwe Boll himself,
It's Uwe.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I might have got some right.
a man called Uwe.
It is I love that a lot. I'm writing it down, Andrew. It's going in the book.
A man called
It's going
Uwe
in the
Boll.
book.
Now, how many Uwe movies have I seen, and is it all of them? House of the Dead, yes. Alone in the Dark, yes. In the Name of the King, A Dungeon Siege Tale, yes. Postal, yes. Blood Rain, yes. Rampage, no. There's a Far Cry movie? Like
Man,
from the video game?
He loves video games.
He made, Scott,
Uh-oh.
here's the start of the circle. Here's the end of the circle.
Uh-huh.
He directed a straight-to-DVD movie starring Dominic Purcell called Assault on Wall Street.
Oh my goodness.
I have not seen it.
You should see it.
Blood Rain, The Third Reich, not seen it. Blood Rain 2, there's that many Blood Rain movies?
That's a lot of Blood Rain.
Man, he's made way more straight-to-DVD movies than you can even imagine.
I don't know. I can imagine a lot.
He directed the other two Name of the King movies.
Hell yeah.
Both starring Dolph
He has
Lundgren
to
and
continue
Dominic
his
Purcell.
legacy. So he and Dominic are
They're tight.
tight.
He made it. Oh my god! He directed a third Dominic Purcell movie
Yes.
called Suddenly, starring him and Ray Liotta.
Nice. Good actor.
Then he directed Attack on Darfur,
Nice.
Edward Furlong, and Billy Zane. Oh, that is it. Okay, he's made way more movies than I thought he had. So I've seen about a quarter of them.
Still good.
But all at the time, like when they were out and you didn't realize that Uwe was a bad director.
Is it the Shyamalan effect?
Also, I think they call him something else when he's in the movie. Like, not Uwe. It's like,
I think they call him Uwe.
I think they called him something different.
Adolf?
They pronounced it differently. He's the third Adolf.
I think he's the third Adolf.
It's his birthday. Although he does make Nazi-related jokes in this about
does.
himself. But yes, Mr. Uwe Boll himself.
Alone in the Dark is a 9 Metascore
Huh.
out of 100.
Wow.
That's pretty low.
I mean, it's bad.
That's pretty low for a Metascore.
bad.
Even like terrible Metascores are like 25.
25, yeah. Easily, yeah. This
Fun.
is what Uwe Boll considers to be his most important movie.
I would too. Of the two I've seen, this one's more important.
It is. So a quick little bit. Are you done looking up your thing, or
I am.
Okay.
This is all you,
Um,
and I'm here for it.
according to Uwe Boll, in several interviews and the DVD's audio commentary, no big agencies would let their stars be in his movie. This is according to him, of course.
I can maybe see that.
But also, what big name stars is he trying to get? Apparently,
Christian Slater.
according to him,
Tara Reid.
Vern Troyer,
Uh-huh.
Dave Foley,
Yeah.
Larry Thomas,
Uh-huh.
and J.K. Simmons came to the casting call against their agents' wishes because they wanted to be a part of the movie. I don't know how
Rogue
true that
agents. I'm not sure if that's true, but I'm not going to call Uwe a liar. He'll box my ears.
And apparently, he offered roles in the movie to Rob Schneider,
Yeah.
Jamie Kennedy, David Cross, Sarah Silverman, and here's the exact quote. They were approached, but didn't want to get involved with this movie.
Okay, that I believe.
That I believe.
That I fully believe.
So,
And you know what? Their loss.
anyone who remembers us reviewing Blubberella will know that Uwe, how do I put this nicely, has a very specific idea of what's funny and cool and hip and topical,
And
even
who
though
better than a
it's-
middle-aged German man to tell us?
No one.
Okay.
Not a single one. So this movie is kind of all over the fucking place.
It's truly a mess.
It's
But I don't dislike it.
It had its moments for sure.
There were moments.
It had some
It had a
funny
lot
things.
more moments than Blubberella.
So it starts off with two pilots flying a plane.
I miss 2000s Islamophobia.
I love it.
It was
Well then, Scott, may I recommend you watch 2007's Postal?
Yeah. Yeah, this is like right in the sweet spot. Mm-hmm. It's close enough to 9/11
That it's still
that
relevant.
were extremely Islamophobic,
Yeah.
but far enough away that we're not as scared of reprisal.
Well, because nothing bad's happened in 6 years.
Exactly. So this is the height. A lot of people are going to say like 2002, 2003 is the height of Islamophobia. That was the first spike, but this is where the money is.
I would say September 14th, 2001 is maybe the height.
Maybe the height.
A couple days after they realized the Saudis did it.
But as far as I feel like it took a while to realize that.
Like last year.
Like last year.
Are we allowed to say that? Are we going to get taken out? Do they got drones?
I mean, they probably got drones, and
Well,
and God willing, they got the WWE
Good
too.
thing we're recording this podcast at Scott's house, not Drew's house.
wait.
So feel free to bomb Scott's house.
Speaking of Islamophobia, what fucking losers they are.
I'm gonna tell you which fucking loser it is, so continue.
I don't know if you know where I'm going.
Oh.
Because this is a pretty general statement.
Is it also my first note? Did we make the same first note?
I don't know. Here, mine's a pretty general Islamophobic statement.
Oh. I don't know if mine's really that, but again.
Mine is what fucking losers they are to want 72 or 100, because they can't figure it out in this first scene. Virgins. Like, just clapping and dancing.
Do you think that's my first note
Clapping
too?
and dancing.
Do you think that's my
What a
first
bunch of
note
lame,
too?
juvenile losers to want a bunch of women who have no idea what they're doing sexually. What a trash religion for babies.
If any of the listening audience out there who don't actively know Scott and I as human beings, cat people together in the same environment,
Dogmen.
this might be the moment that you realize that Scott and I are kindred spirits who are meant to be together. My first note is the obsession with virginity is so fucking weird. Why would you want to have sex with someone that, one, you can't just plow it in there?
Yeah,
it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt them.
Come on,
it's gonna be real frustrating, and then
she'll be bad at it,
and then you're just gonna go jerk off in a corner.
Yeah,
I would rather sleep with somebody that's got a higher body count, so that I know I can just smash hard.
Yeah.
Why would you want a virgin?
Because it's a dumb religion for babies.
Unless you're a virgin listening, and then I apologize. I understand your choices, but also I don't want a virgin. There might be someone we offended.
No, it's not even that. It's not being a virgin is not the issue.
Virginity is not the problem. You can keep your virginity. That's great.
That's fine. It's the
obsession by Islamic men.
The big reward for martyrdom is so weird.
I'm gonna blow up this car with my body.
Yeah.
And then when I get to heaven, I'm gonna get to have frustrating, non-penetrative sex for the first time I have sex with all 75 of them.
That's the perfect word. Is frustrating. Which is like, yeah, let's work through it together.
Let's do it.
Boy, do I love paradise.
Like, okay, and now I'm gonna try and get it in, and then and then both of you, ow, fuck, forget it. I don't even have a boner anymore. It's gone.
So yeah, I guess we are meant to be together.
As a man who's got skills,
a grown man with skills.
That is the thing I am the least interested in.
Yeah.
I do not want to put in the work to break in a new glove, if you know what I mean. You know, the throwing the ball into it and then putting the ball in it with a belt around it and tightening it really,
and oil it.
And oiling it. I'm not interested in that at all.
No time.
I want to be able to put it on, and I want to catch some over the fence home runs. That's what I want. I don't know.
I want to rob someone of a dinger.
I want to rob someone of the perfect game. Wait, that's the opposite.
It's strange how
I want
you
to
would
save somebody.
It's strange how you would stop a perfect game by making a catch. But who am I to tell you about sports?
You don't know. You're a woman. You don't know.
What is a woman? No.
That's coming up tomorrow or next episode. Okay, so these two pilots are flying a plane, and maybe you think they're just regular pilots. Nope. Turns out that it's Muhammad Atta and his friend. and
Yep.
they have hijacked one of the planes for fucking 9/11.
Yeah.
And they're arguing over how many virgins they get, so they decide to just straight up call Osama.
Yep.
And they get into a conversation with Osama on the phone where he guarantees them like 13
Yeah,
or something.
it wasn't like
Like he's like, there aren't a lot of virgins left, so I can only give you this many.
yeah, like the number's 72, but like this was not a 72 situation.
Yeah.
First I thought it was 100. They might have touched on 72 once, but quickly glossed past it.
Yeah.
And then they were like compromising. They were like splitting 13.
Yeah. I don't want to split a 13.
No.
I don't remember what my exact next note is, but it's
I don't either.
It's a very funny line that somebody on the news said,
Mine is.
but I don't remember about who.
What's yours?
That he expanded the definition of marriage to include a union between a man and a woman, a man and a man, a woman and a woman, a man and a collie, or a woman, a Polish sausage, and a long weekend.
There was.
But I don't remember who said it about who.
There
was a guy on the news talking about somebody.
I don't know what, but I popped for a man and the collie.
Man and the collie was
that's
what got
something
me.
that could happen in my house.
Correct?
Yeah.
Correct. Just don't pick the wrong one.
No,
You know which one.
No dude dogs.
No.
Yes, dude dogs.
You know, don't pick the
I mean,
bitch.
he's the better dog.
Don't pick the bitch.
the fat bitch.
Yeah, the fat bitch.
She's less of a fat bitch now, but she's still a bitch.
She's still a bitch.
Don't get me wrong.
She'll always be a bitch.
She ate your shoe.
She did eat my shoe. So, it's...
My second note was, ooh, pretty lady. Oh, his wife.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I wrote, is that the largest woman? Her name? Bitch. Her name in the movie is just Bitch.
I love that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's a fun piece of trivia.
It is.
His wife's name.
His wife's name is Bitch. Yeah.
And our main character, looked very familiar to me. I looked up his discography, and he's put out very few albums I've listened to. He's been in a lot less that I've watched than I thought.
Do you know who he is?
He
I'm gonna tell you who he is.
I mean, he's one episode of Lost.
Nope.
One episode of Always Sunny.
Nope.
Two episodes of American
Nope.
Horror Story.
Nope.
And that's like all I got.
He's Titus's fucking brother.
He's Titus's brother.
He's Christopher Titus's shit little brother.
Far enough, 'cause I thought it was a more recent thing.
I've always referred to Zach Ward as Titus's shit brother. Always. As long as I can remember. Now, is Titus a good show? Like, if I watched it now, would I think it was as good as I did when I was, 15 and it was on TV?
No.
Probably not.
I want to say no. Also,
Is he alive?
Titus?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kicking it. He's not busy, but he's alive. For some reason, I conflate Titus and Grounded for Life.
I think they were on around the same time.
They were on
right?
around the same time, and do they both have abusive dads, or is that just Titus?
No, I don't think...
Which one has Stacy Keach?
Titus.
What does Grounded for Life have?
I think he's just verbally abusive. I don't think he's phically abusive.
Okay, because he seems mean.
The dad in...
I guess the dad in Grounded for Life is Donald Logue.
Donald Logue, yeah.
And is his dad in the mix in the show?
I honestly
and
couldn't
he's
tell
a
you.
Stacy Keach type?
I really don't remember.
I'm looking that up. You do something else.
Titus has not done a lot.
No. He's not busy.
Titus was on for 2 seasons.
Only 2. Was it UPN or Fox?
Fox, I think.
Okay.
Fox, yeah. 2000, 2002, so I would have been 14, 15, 16 in there. I thought it was very funny. I really liked it.
Oh, I see where I was going with the Grounded for Life thing. So the grandpa on Grounded for Life is who I describe as nice Stacy Keach.
Okay.
Richard Reel.
Oh, yeah.
This fella. Yeah.
He's the jump to conclusions map from Office Space.
He's the jump to conclusions map. And yeah, he's like halfway between a Stacy Keach and a Wilford Brimley.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much less threatening than Stacy Keach. Stacy Keach will kick your ass.
He will beat your ass.
He will abusive father you.
He will abusive father you.
Yeah.
I don't know. The plot's kind of all over the place. So anyway, we Scott, we totally glossed over some things that like we jumped way too fast.
Did we jump to conclusions?
We jumped to conclusions.
Sorry.
The two pilots of the planes are then arguing about having to split 13 virgins and decide it's not worth it.
Yes.
So they're going to call off the 9/11 attack.
Yes.
However, the passengers storm the cockpit
Yeah.
before they can tell them we're not doing the 9/11, and that still causes them to crash the plane into Tower 1.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you're getting a shot through the glass of Tower 2, watching a window washer as the plane flies into Tower number 1. And this almost got the entire movie pulled from American distribution.
Interesting.
Because somebody... Because
they don't like 9/11?
Somebody, I don't know who, showed it to the surviving like family of people who died in 9/11,
see.
and they're like, is this really what you want? But like, of course they don't show the context of the joke, they just show the
That
end
clip,
so it almost got all of its American distribution pulled because of that. And then cooler heads prevailed, I guess.
for
I don't
the
know,
first time ever.
I don't know. So yeah, it's Zach Ward is like a kind of like a bumbling poor
But he's like better than his station. He's like the he's like the best guy in the trailer park,
which is a lot.
Like the other people in the trailer park suck.
His bitch wife, who's like 400 pounds.
Yeah, and like his landlord,
his landlord guy, who's got like the most fucked up teeth you've ever seen.
Yeah, and is fucking his wife.
He's fucking his wife, which is disgusting. What's his job? Is he's a
he wears a
shirt
and
shirt and a tie.
I guess he's a Mormon.
I honestly don't remember what his job
he works
is.
at an office.
Yeah, he's got an office job. So I mean, I just have notes for the funny things that are in this.
Yeah.
Like did you know who played Osama bin Laden?
Fucking Soup Nazi.
Soup Nazi, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
What am I, an asshole?
So there's like this is like middle America. It's like Ohio,
wherever.
I think it's Ohio, but it's filmed in Vancouver.
I feel like I saw something I recognized.
It is filmed in Vancouver.
I don't know
but
what,
it is
but
Ohio. So there is a
and yes, J.K. Simmons got roped into this movie too.
Yes, he did.
Apparently
he wanted to be.
Maybe he went against his agency because he had to be in Postal.
Had to be in Postal. There is a convenience store in town run by a vaguely ethnic Middle Eastern man.
Do you know the man from anywhere?
Yeah,
he's been in 100 things.
He's Canadian.
I know him. I know him as something very specifically.
Asif Manvi.
I know him as a Daily Show correspondent, Asif Manvi. He is the guy who sang Space Oddity in Mr. Deeds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also in The Mummy.
Is he the Mummy?
He's not the Mummy.
Oh. Is he the Scorpion King?
He's the guy who tries to stop her from reading in the book or something.
Maybe she should have. Then we could have avoided a fucking mummy.
Well, we could have avoided 2 mummies.
But then that's less work for Brendan. Then we'd stand.
Yeah, I meant the other mummy. I meant the one that was ruined by a sick person, a mentally sick person.
Mentally sick.
We're going to make this a dark, scary mummy movie. How about I jump out of a plane? I guess it's a Tom Cruise movie now.
That trailer where they didn't have the audio.
Yep.
One of the funniest things.
Absolutely.
Guys, I bet if you search The Mummy trailer audio, you'll get
100%
what you're looking for.
100%.
And if you've never seen and especially heard it, do yourself a favor.
Yeah.
That's our gift to you today.
There was I don't remember who said the line.
Say the line, Bart.
But somebody said that the 9/11 victims were not being heroes; they were just victims. Like, because everybody calls them like heroes, but it's like, no, they were just people in a building.
Yeah, they just like they got their. Don't get me wrong, they got their shit fucked up.
But I don't remember who said it. But apparently that line like wasn't in the script. It was just like improvised,
a fun ad lib,
improvised, and of course Uwe's like, oh my god, we are keeping this in. So yeah, there's a convenience store that J.K. Simmons stands outside of and kind of spews like his
conspiracy theory,
right wing conspiracy
NASA
theories.
is fake.
NASA's fake, and I think there was 9/11 talk, right?
I assume that this is a
think
very
it was
9/11 heavy movie.
But in the back of this convenience store is sort of like a front for Al Qaeda,
Yeah.
which has like literally Osama bin Laden is in the back room
With no accent.
with no accent,
Yeah.
and you can clearly tell he's like not really a Middle Eastern man.
yeah.
Like-
and he and George W. are best friends.
Yes, W. He
I
calls W several times on the phone.
Yeah, I believe their first phone conversation is where do they have it? Because I'm like Soup Nazi Osama, awesome. Where? Oh, it's George to Osama. Osama, you old fucker. It's GW.
Yep. They're planning like more terrorist stuff, but it's sort of like they're all kind of incompetent a little bit. Like, obviously, it's a satirical.
Yeah.
They're not going to make them like this super smart, actually good at terrorism, even though it's made by a crazy German man who even makes a joke in the movie about how all of his movies are financed by him selling Nazi gold.
Very funny.
I wrote, well, if it isn't Blubberella herself.
Blubberella herself, Zach Ward. Oh yeah, I guess Zach doesn't have a job because he's going for a job interview.
Yes, that's right.
He's going for a job interview with the boss, the man who looks more like a rat than any other man in the world. He's on Suits, I think.
Connor O'Brien. He was the Rat King.
Connor O'Malley.
Connor O'Malley. That
guy.
Rick
Ross.
Roll something. Yes, the guy from Suits.
Yeah, that guy and Blubberella's the secretary.
Blubberella's the secretary.
Yeah, they have a really weird job interview.
Looking just as big as ever.
I'd fuck her.
I wouldn't.
Well,
Oop.
Careful.
I feel like the energy is very low in the room right now. Maybe we should get up and do some like jumping jacks or something to get our heart rate up. So I feel like we have peaked,
No, we're
and
good.
we are 36 minutes in.
I'm feeling great. I've
Okay.
had too much caffeine.
I haven't had enough, so let's go. Let's go. Come on.
Oh, we're
No, we're just gonna let's just keep talking. Let's
Power.
power through it. Keep the energy up so that when you leave, I can immediately fall asleep. Did you enjoy seeing Uncle Dave again? And this time we got to see his flaccid penis.
I was like, hey, more Dave Foley. Oh, and cock.
I love Dave. Oh, and there's his flaccid
The
penis.
kids in the hall love showing
They
their
really
penises.
do. Did you watch the new one?
I haven't yet.
Remember I told you in the first episode that he like hangs
Is
dong?
it Dave again?
Dave again?
So I guess it's just Dave.
It's Dave and
someone else is. Bruce?
Michael McDonald.
Mark
Mark McKinney. It's not McKinney.
Scott Thompson.
It's not Scott Thompson.
You can't show gay dick. Bruce McCullough.
No.
Kevin McDonald.
Kevin McDonald. It's
Okay.
Kevin McDonald.
I can see him doing
Yeah.
that.
The two of them, I don't remember the context, but yeah, they get full naked, full dick, full bush, like the first skit of the thing.
Fun.
Yeah.
What did I have? Oh, so cut to another scene where an Asian woman is stopped at a traffic light, and there's a lot going on here. Like a police car stopped behind her, but before we even deal with police stuff, I don't know if you caught a very she's catty corner from her. That's a real thing that people say. Not a fan. It's kitty corner. It's catty wampus. Put your tongue back in your mouth. Is a jewelry and loan place, and when she pulls up, the way they frame the shot is the traffic, the light post and the sign coming off it block out part of it, so it's Jew and loan, and that was 100% intentional.
100% intentional.
There's no way it
100%.
wasn't.
He actively said, I think in an interview, that he intentionally cast all of the like terrorist guys as Jewish actors. He did it on purpose.
Fun.
Yeah.
A bunch of like more tanned Jewish people were all the terrorists.
Yep.
I didn't know that. Pretty funny.
Did you notice that the other cop was fake Arnold Schwarzenegger, Rolf Mueller?
That's who it was. It was Rolf.
Rolf.
So the main cop, a gentleman of color.
Uh-huh.
The traffic light turns green. The Asian woman doesn't go.
Nope.
So he gets out of the car and starts yelling at her, perhaps racist things, perhaps something. I think I did catch I think he might have even. He said it to Rolf in the car before he even went out. They're eating all our dogs.
Yep.
And
he
then
did in fact say that.
He did say that, and then he got out of the police car and murdered her.
He just straight up shot her, fucking blew her away,
blasted her through the window,
killed her,
and then. So, a full police hate crime.
Yeah.
Back into the police car. Rolf says, "What happens?" He says, "Bitch called me a beep."
Bitch called me a beep.
I'm like, wait, is this movie good?
No, it's not good.
That was good.
That was good.
That was really
That was
funny.
a hard R. I also have a note that was before that. I guess somebody said retarded at some point. I don't remember who.
They definitely did.
Oh, I think it was.
There's no question.
I think it was Blubberella. She said it to.
Oh, she might have. To
Titus's scumbag brother.
Yeah.
Aaron.
In the job interview?
Something. Yeah, and called him like, "What are you retarded?" And I was like, "Hey,
that sounds right.
2007, we did it."
Cut to the Greek chorus of the. Ooh, Drew's showing a little shoulder. The Greek chorus of the movie. Two old guys sitting outside a cafe. The Big Lebowski and
Lebowski.
Seymour Cassell.
Yes.
Good stuff.
Yes.
Did they get killed at some point, or they just hang out the whole time?
I think they just hung out.
Good for them.
But I think they said something too. Maybe they said retard.
I wouldn't put it past them.
At this point, I just kind of said that Uwe's like so bad at movies. Like, he's comically bad at movies.
Yeah, he's very bad at movies. He's so juvenile.
Yeah, like he's like
such a dumb kid.
He's so dumb.
He's so dumb.
He's so dumb.
But don't tell him, because he'll box you.
Yeah, I will. He'll throw punches.
Yep.
He'll throw punches. He'll fight you. He'll street fight you.
Street fighting man.
Yeah.
G7.
He's G7. There was outside of the convenience store, JK was giving more of his conspiracy theorist talk, and he was doing some shit talking of W, and in all caps I wrote, "How dare you speak about Bush like that?
Our greatest
president we'll ever have." He just wants to watch baseball games, pretend he's a fighter pilot, and help commit war crimes.
Yes.
What's so bad about that?
Not too much to ask. I haven't played the video game Postal. It can't be this.
I could not tell you.
Right?
I know nothing about it.
I assume it's a lot of shooting.
It's a lot of shooting.
But, like, it can't be this.
I assumed he was like a post-delivery man, and he goes around delivering
He does acquire
packages.
a mail truck at a point.
What about a female truck? Why does that have to be a male truck, Scott? You sexist.
Good question. What is a woman?
I don't know. Find out next week. That's spoiler.
Teaser.
I didn't take a lot more notes, but I just wrote, again, in all caps, Uwe sucks so much. I think it was after he appeared as himself to promote himself at the German festival that was just straight up Nazi.
Why do you say the German festival was Nazi? Was it the concentration camp playground?
Maybe.
Or Dr. Mengele's first aid station?
Maybe. Maybe.
Uwe shameless cameo, financed with Nazi gold? Question mark. Yes.
Ha ha ha.
Someone's got to do something with it.
Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha ha. There were also, for the first half of the movie, they kept alluding to some sort of international superstar.
Was it the triumphant return to the podcast for someone?
It was the triumphant return to the podcast for porn star Vern Troyer.
Troyer.
A tiny man.
Tiniest man.
Who we've seen have weird sex.
Yes, we have. And he made, remember the little kiss on the forehead?
Drew, like I'm going to forget the kiss on the forehead.
Kiss on the forehead's the best part.
That we saw have weird sex for $100. The largest tip.
Maybe it was the largest tip.
The largest tip for the smallest tip.
Yeah. Yeah. But then there's like terrorist activity at the festival, but also not terrorist activity because it's like just a bunch of, it's like a cavalcade of dummies.
Yes.
All converging at one location because they're going to stop terrorism or do terrorism or hate Uwe Boll, and then he ends up getting shot, and the security are trying to protect Vern, and they pick him up and they toss him like a little baby into the crowd, and I was like, it's so adorable.
Yes, they do.
Little Chucky. And then I don't remember again the exact reference for this, but the term chubby chaser was thrown out.
Yes.
Oh, it was like Dave.
I actually have it.
Yeah.
I got a couple things before. Oh, there's a cameo by the creator of the game Postal. And not only does he say he's the creator of the game Postal, they pause the movie for a title screen also telling us it's the creator of the game Postal.
And then he yells to Uwe, "You ruined my game with that movie."
Yeah.
And then he said, "Everybody likes Postal the movie," or something like that.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, seriously, Uwe? Fuck off.
Uwe might have to fuck off.
Yeah.
Then they did shoot a bunch of kids, and I like anytime they shoot a bunch of kids.
The shooting the kids was pretty fun.
Yeah, that was fun. Then they're like storming the Taliban stronghold in Ohio, and I believe someone, maybe Zach, I guess. Zach uses a cat as a silencer.
He does. What if I told you that cat animatronic that was used for the silencer cost $45,000 to create, and it's in the movie for 2 seconds?
I was gonna say for
$45,000
of time I saw it for and how good it looked, I think they might have overpaid.
Probably.
But I do like the idea of using a cat as a silencer, shooting through its ass, out its mouth, and then the cat is okay.
Cat lives.
I'm a fan.
That was one of its lives.
That was good stuff. So, so at the end, because
sorry, we glossed so much. It's not important, but like Dave Foley is
a criminal.
Zach Ward's like
uncle,
who's also a criminal and is like a complete sex fiend.
Yes,
like just all these naked women are in the entire movie with him. Obviously, we see his dick earlier, so that plays into the line, I guess.
Yeah, and then. What happens? Does he make out with a guy at the end?
His sidekick guy, fat guy turns on him.
Yeah,
but then like they kiss.
Yeah,
and then he goes,
and he's
"Oh my god, I'm gay."
Fuck me.
Yeah,
I'm gay and a chubby chaser.
And then, but I wrote like there's like chubby chaser seems like something Uwe learned about was a thing during filming
that day,
and was just like, "Ha ha ha, Dave, say it."
Yeah.
Like, just say it. And he was like, I sure did say it.
So, yeah, then there's a big shootout at the end with Team Zach, the Taliban,
and a
couple other conglomerates.
Yeah, just like the other bad guys that are with Dave's, like the fat guy.
Yeah.
And then the FBI.
Yeah, I think some cops or
feds
or whatever. And then at a point, Zach tries to make the bring everyone together speech, like, can't we all just get along speech? And he's like, look, what's all this shooting for? We need to find some common ground. And then without missing a beat, after he says... we need to find some common ground. I think maybe Osama says, we all hate the Jews.
That's correct.
I was like, hey, you did it.
A couple just like random notes I made before that. There was definitely a bird flu joke.
There was definitely a bird flu joke.
Somebody at one point, I wrote faked being retarded.
Sure.
I don't remember what that was.
Your entire life?
Pretty much. I wrote Jackie Tawn, who's like the woman that he's like in love with, who's also in Glow.
Are you trying to say Tawny Katane?
Tawny Katane. Very hot.
Yes.
Then Osama is having a hard time being in like the leader. Like he's struggling with his leadership.
Yeah.
So he decides to go to like a seminar for like whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm watching and I go, where do I know the seminar guy from?
I also knew him, but I didn't write it down. I'm trying to place him.
I don't know if you know him.
I know him. I know things true.
I know him. So...
What, is your best friend?
Please
will you
allow
marry him?
Scott, will you shut the fuck up?
I'm going to keep yelling.
I'm going to punch you in the dick. His name is Michael Robinson. And he...
Oh, he's the guy the song's about. Here's to you, Michael Robinson.
Correct. He was the head of the acting program at VFS.
Maybe I don't
who
know.
also used to teach directing classes at the film production campus when the other teacher couldn't.
Okay.
And he, married man of like 30 or something years,
love where this is
with
going.
kids, got
gay?
fired from Vancouver Film School
And turned gay?
because he was having sex with students.
Boy students?
Girl students, I think. But like, he's like 50 and they're like 21.
That's fun.
And he was like, like pretty much saying like, you sleep with me, I'll give you better grades. Like, I'll help get you roles once you get out of
I
school.
like it. Well, hey, look. I mean, yes, that's probably against school bylaws and it's unethical. Yeah, but like,
probably
it's not the worst thing you could do teaching at VHS.
VHS.
VHS,
Oh,
the
the
Vancouver home school. I was Vancouver homeschooled, teaching at VFS. I mean, yeah, sure, he was taking advantage of and fucking students 30 years younger than him. But like, it's not like he, I don't know, stole a jacket
or like bunch of
Blu-rays. Andrew,
office supplies,
condoms, $40,000 in cash.
Well, looking back on it, maybe I should have slept with some more students. I slept with 0 students because I'm not a creep. I'm a professional.
That doesn't seem like enough students.
No, I know I could have if I wanted to, but I just didn't really. Yeah, well, I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to get in trouble. Even though I didn't like my job that much. Anyways.
Yeah. That's postal. Let's talk about something else.
The only two notes that I had left were they literally recreated the "It's about the friendships we made along the way" meme at the end.
Yep.
And then I just wrote worthless. Buffet bowl, worthless.
I laughed more than Blubberella.
Absolutely, better than Blubberella for sure.
Better. Okay, let's agree. Better than Blubberella.
Yeah.
Worse than everything else. Like in media.
I mean, Pitch Black is pretty. Or Pitch Black. Alone in the Dark.
I'm telling
Vincent Diesel.
Vincent Q. Diesel. What you said about Pitch Black.
I mean, fine, I will. Would you like to talk about 2003's Cracker Jack Deux?
I mean, for a minute. Probably not a long time.
I just want to read to you what the official IMDb plot summary is of this, because it's very funny.
would be fat. Also, this is brought to you by Trank. Trank? Tranq.
Trank like Tranquila?
Like Tranquila, Tranquilizer.
Oh, I like Tranquilizer.
Who doesn't like I like horse tranquilizer. I like to do ketamine. I fall in the K-hole. I don't know how things work anymore.
Somebody takes full advantage of your tight butthole. Not me.
I'm just deciding if I'm gonna make K-hole day laborer a new character.
Please do. I like it. I think it works.
I like dissociatives. What the hell was I saying?
You were just saying.
This was Trank's one and only request.
Weird. Do we even know who he is?
I don't know Trank well. I lost all my train of thought, but I don't know Trank well. Trank is perhaps from the Twitch chat, but I'm not sure. But Trank definitely needed us to watch his or her, probably his. There's not a lot of girls out there. There's like 3 girls out there, and Trank's not one of them. His or her favorite movie, Cracker Jack.
You like bad things. The IMDb plot summary of this is just a white boy gets mudholed and plots revenge on the brothers at the house party in the dirty South. That is the entire plot summary.
That's pretty funny. That's a funny plot summary.
A white boy gets mudholed.
It's not really accurate either.
Whatever.
I mean, that's actually a lie. That explains
true.
That plot hole is the red herring.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's what it says.
Huh.
That's what it says. There was a white guy throwing out a lot of soft A's right off the start.
He was fine.
I mean, there's soft A's, and soft A's aren't as bad as hard R's, as we've learned.
Maybe I saw a little of myself in an early 2000s husky white guy throwing out some good-natured slurs.
Yeah. At a group of black men.
Yes.
Steve Blackmans.
This movie is shot like porn.
100%.
I wrote, am I going to see Black Cock?
I wish.
I didn't.
You want to watch Nymphomaniac later?
I would love to watch Nymphomaniac.
Just that
later.
one part, though?
No, let's watch the whole thing.
The whole thing to get to the good part?
Let's watch the 5.5 hours, parts 1 and 2.
Nymphomaniac gets mentioned way too much on this podcast just because of that one scene.
I mean, it's an important scene.
But I remember when there was
cinema.
also the simulated blowjob that everybody lost their mind about, and they're like, it's a fake dick, grow up.
Yeah.
Also, use a real dick, you coward.
And like, you recast the girl in the middle of the movie.
Yeah.
That was weird. Don't do that.
Scott, why would black people agree to be in this?
That's an interesting question. I don't have a good answer for you, but
I just don't understand why you would be like, yeah, this is a thing that's going to further my career.
I don't know if this was like a school film or
It's certainly filmed like
a
one.
real film, or like, I don't know if it's just like a couple of fellas having fun.
I don't know.
Or if
I really don't know.
I'm not giving it enough credit, or if I'm giving it too much credit. If this was created by an AI, I'm not sure. But yeah, the inciting incident is there's a fat white guy blasting ends, and then they murk him as
They murk him.
and then I said, I hope this is the story of the Wigger getting his revenge.
And that's what you thought.
That's what you think for a long time.
That's what the IMDb plot summary tells you.
Yeah. Were you as thrown off as I was by the opening title not being spelled the same way that it is everywhere else?
Yeah, but maybe they edited the movie together and then they changed the name of the movie.
guess.
I didn't even clue into it.
Because everywhere, like IMDb, the YouTube description,
Yeah.
it's all Cracker with a K, jacked apostrophe D. And the title card in the actual movie is Cracker Jack, all one word,
Yeah.
with a C.
Yep.
I got very confused.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. After the opening titles, they sing a song for a long time.
Yeah.
They really had to pad out that hour 18.
Yeah. They gotta
did not have
they
the
gotta get
material.
over that hump.
We gotta go feature length.
Feature.
We have a solid 23 minutes of actual content.
Yep.
How do we get it the last hour?
I don't know. There was just like a few random things I wrote, which was like at one point when they're gonna like, I don't remember who they're gonna beat up, but he grabs a bat and he goes, "I'm about to A-Rod that ass."
That was
and I
great.
said, "What? Inject anabolic steroids and never get in the Hall of Fame?"
Yeah, and get
And own the Minnesota Timberwolves.
and get suspended during prime years where
Yeah.
you probably could have set some records.
Waste a full year of your career that you could have actually caught some people and
Dumb bitch.
and blow it with J-Lo, who's literally the hottest woman in the world.
Yeah. Then now forever.
Then was one of the guys Ben Wallace, the guy with like the huge afro that was just like only in a few scenes in the background.
Certainly a Ben Wallace type.
Yeah, and was like smoking weed, and I'm like, that seems like Ben Wallace.
It does seem like Ben Wallace. I don't think it was.
I wrote, there's so much FUBU in this goddamn movie. Every single one of those guys was wearing FUBU.
It's 2003. I am proud of myself for never
Owning a
really wearing FUBU. Because I knew people who did that were also my color.
Oh,
And they were not the us in the For Us By Us.
was Justin Chu? A
I
person who
bet
wore FUBU?
he
I bet you had a FUBU jacket.
had a little something.
You should ask him.
Yeah. I will ask Justin, hey, where were you
When the towers fell?
Where were you? Where did you stand on FUBU? Drew. Did you have to pause the podcast and have an emergency?
I have pause.
Yes.
I got 4 paws.
Yeah.
And a 5th pause, but that's a different pause. Continue on with your note.
Did you have to have an emergency poo?
I did not.
Okay.
I'm going to poo right now.
Oh.
I don't want to talk about poo on the podcast. Unless we're talking Winnie.
Sure, then all day. And his friend Tigger, which I just learned something shocking about.
Nick Mullen. What character.
Tell me if this note is racist. I don't think it is, but I've been wrong before. I wish this movie had subtitles.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Because I'm fairly fluent in Ebonics.
Okay, news to me, but cool.
And
cool.
AAVE, but even I had a little trouble
Yeah.
getting through some of the thicker
Hogs?
blacker statements.
I don't think you're allowed to say that.
I see. Well, noted for next time.
There
There was an Informer by Snow reference where one guy sort of tried to sing it, but not really. That was fun. I like that they called MC Hammer a white motherfucker. That was funny. I like a lot of the movie is just like the first half of the movie is just like guys at a party.
More than half,
It's probably more than half because shit doesn't really happen to the last 20 minutes. Just like at a party, just like hanging out and doing shit,
saying things, like saying random things to each other. Like it's like you just filmed the house.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they did just film a house party and then like retrofitted a movie around it. So yeah, there's that, and there's one lighter skinned black guy who they keep calling white, which I thought was pretty funny.
Yep.
And then. Yeah, then eventually we start getting, like, I guess, the conflict of the movie, where after, a really long time of nothing happening at the party, then it just turns into a slasher movie.
Yep.
But like a very silly, like an intentionally
silly one, yeah.
Slasher movie.
There was the longest throat slash scene ever.
Yes.
Where he gets his throat slit and he proceeds to continue, like... He does like a monologue about him dying pretty much while he's like spraying blood, and he's like keeps talking and then finally dies.
I think that was the person where I wrote was that the first victim?
That was the first victim.
'Cause I feel like the director's instructions to the first victim were act like if anyone ever sees this movie, they'll make fun of you. Because it was terrible.
That's pretty accurate.
It was truly terrible.
It's terrible.
On the other side of the coin, there was the sucking of a drowned dude's dick.
Yep. I wrote, did she just suck off a dead guy?
Yeah, so Slasher drowns a guy in the pool.
In the hot tub.
In a hot tub.
Which is so easy to do.
Absolutely.
In water that comes up to your waist.
Push him down.
Yeah, and you can't put your legs down and like okay, whatever.
Yeah,
what do I know?
You gotta really push him.
I'm a white guy who's never been drowned in a hot tub.
Nor had your dick sucked after you drowned.
But I could drown in a swimming pool.
You could drown in a lot of places. Most places you could. You could drown in a puddle, Bruce Willis style.
I'm breakable.
You are breakable. What else do we have?
Did I tell you that girls shitting is very funny?
No, but you should tell me.
Girls shitting is very funny.
Good to know.
Because that happens.
That is an important part of the movie.
One of the guys is a black Jew.
Star of David necklace ? Does he know what it is or just thought it looked cool?
Probably looks cool.
Because they never mention any Jewish stuff.
Just like
Kairi?
No, the other one. Mayu Iwatani.
Tam Nakano rocking Stars of David.
So many stars.
All over her gear.
Just because they look cool.
At the Tokyo
Because
Dome.
she's the golden star or something.
You don't know if Tam Nakano didn't convert to Judaism.
That is interesting. Are there a lot of Japanese Jews?
Are there...
remember when we looked up like...
female Japanese Jews? How many? 0?
How many female... Japanese Jews are there? 10. History of Jews in Japan.
There shouldn't be one of those. There shouldn't be a history. How?
Presently, there are approximately 300 to 2,000 people in Japan that identify as Jews.
I was going
to say... Which is 0.0002% of Japan's total population.
I was going to say, but even so, let's get those numbers down. But I don't think... But I was going to say, but I don't think I should say, so I won't.
You already did. So.
No.
Oh,
we call that...
You're not going to say it.
We call that in the business a save.
I feel like... a lot of the people, because it's here, list of notable Jews in Japan. I don't like that they're making a list. That seems a little sketchy.
Well, Woody Allen, because that's where he found his daughter, wife.
A lot of them aren't Japanese people. They're white. They're white people living in Japan.
Well, sure,
who identify as
anyone
Jewish.
can do that.
Yeah,
I'm talking about Japanese Jews.
No, Zero.
They don't make them.
0%.
Okay.
There's a couple people.
Yeah, I believe there's 300 to 2,000 Jewish expats there.
Yeah.
Sure.
But that's what it gave
From
me.
who expatriated from their real country, Israel.
Yeah.
Oh, Drew gave me a look when I said that.
There's a couple of guys with with Japanese names that are on here.
But maybe they are white/Jewish white guys who marry Japanese women and took their name because they're cucks.
Possible. Very possible.
I don't think there's a lot.
Ayako Fujitani,
Nice.
a Japanese writer and actress.
And, well, so we have a Japanese Jewish woman.
What? Whoa, 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 whoa,
Uh-oh.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Breaking news?
Whoa, whoa.
Has news broken?
Whoa.
Drew, what's the news situation?
Her father is Steven fucking Seagal. Her name is Ayako Seagal.
Steven Seagal fathered a Japanese Jewish woman? I have so many follow-up questions.
She was born in Osaka, Japan. She is the daughter of Steven Seagal by his first wife, Aikido master Miyako Fujitani.
That was back when he was pretending to be Asian, not pretending
Yes.
to be black like he is now.
As a teenager, she resided in Los Angeles. She's done acting. She does writing.
I wonder where she became Jewish.
She married a Spanish screenwriter.
Man, fucking melting pot over there.
Yeah, half American Cherokee.
Come on.
He pretended to be for a while.
Sure did. I mean, he has pretended to be almost everything in his time.
Yeah.
And no one has ever gotten mad at him for it.
No, because you can't.
He's Teflon Steve.
Because if he gets close to you, he's gonna kick your ass. But only if he gets close to
really
you.
close.
Not, yeah,
Well,
you have to come to
I
him.
was going to say, if you get close to...
You have to go
If
to
you get
Steven
close
Seagal.
to his chair,
Yeah.
he will fuck you up.
He'll fuck you up. So half American Cherokee, half Japanese.
Yeah.
Married to a Spanish person.
Yeah.
They have a kid. So the kid
Their kid's got to be amazing.
is a real melting pot of...
Yeah.
I want to see if there's a picture.
I bet that's the coolest kid. I bet it's a hot kid.
I don't know how old the kid is, Scott. So maybe hold on for a
Maybe hold my horses on that one.
grandchildren. 7 grandchildren.
Way to go, Steve.
Wow. Well, let me see here.
Propagating.
That's a Japanese, so that might be...
That's a Japanese.
Who's that? Is that his wife? Oh, that's his wife and one of his kids.
His wife is a child.
He's got a child bride. I want to see your half Spanish, quarter Japanese,
Quarter Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal grandchild, but I don't think I'm getting it on here.
You know why?
Secret.
Kid's too hot.
Kid is too
hot for the internet.
Words of Scott Henson. That kid, too hot.
Too hot.
Maybe this might be the grandkid. It's definitely one of his grandkids.
I don't know.
But like,
Answer me this question. How hot is it? I wanted the hotter. I'm going to be honest.
I want it hotter.
It just looks Indian.
I want it younger.
Should I be saying it? It's a son.
You don't know.
It's a boy.
You don't know.
What is a woman?
We'll find out next week.
This is the best tease.
Best
tease for the review that's going to get us just deplatformed completely.
and like lose all of our viewership.
Everyone.
except for one pay pig.
Yeah.
So
Who has to make up for every cent of lost revenue we have as a result?
I agree.
Yeah.
Do you hear that, Eric?
Put your money where your snout is.
That's it. Ooh, yeah.
Little piggy.
I like that she sucked off a dead body in the hot tub, but Bustin saved his life.
Yes.
Because she sucked his dick.
She
till
sucked
he came,
him back to life.
and he came back to life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What else do we... Oh, there's one guy who was such a Chad that he went to just work out
Yep.
at a house party.
Yep.
Like you do.
Who doesn't? I've worked out at house parties.
You know what? I would like to be that much of a man one day. Maybe if I keep...
I legitimately have worked out at a house party.
That's awesome.
In high school.
That's legit awesome. Maybe if I keep wearing more masculine scents from
yeah,
Manscaped.
and if you stop dressing like a total bottom. Look what you're wearing, Scott.
I like my fuzzy pants.
I would assault you right now, and there's nothing you could do about it. Especially with no beard.
I see. I'm still picturing myself with the beard,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I can get away.
Have
with
you been
this.
doing Phantom Strokes?
Of course, I've been doing Phantom Strokes. Are you kidding me? Fuck! Because I lost the beard late Friday.
Yeah.
I streamed for 9 straight hours on Sunday. So, like, less than a day and a half later. 9 straight hours of Phantom Strokes.
Did people call you on it?
No, it wasn't a video. It was just
Oh,
me. Near the end of the stream, I'm like, I've been touching my face and the empty area below my face all day.
I hope you're doing that, and I hope that that's like a American Sign Language for like, I don't know, something.
Something racist.
It's gonna come all over my face.
Someone get this cum off my face.
Maybe don't hit the microphone, stupid.
I was wildly gesticulating.
Look at the levels. You just fucked up the whole podcast. Let's re-record.
Okay.
There was one scene where the kind of like macho guy was gonna fuck his girlfriend
Yeah.
upstairs in the bedroom. But then I wrote that I love when you're having simulated sex, but you clearly don't want to show your tits or can't show your tits. So, because she spent the entire time holding her shirt
Oh,
down
yeah. Very funny.
over her boobs so that the boobs wouldn't pop out because the guy was like really thrusting hard.
Yeah.
And you could tell that she was like so not focused on like acting that she's just like, I don't want to show my tits in this movie.
No, she
I
did
don't
not.
want to show my tits in this movie.
Now, I think we can agree my earlier statement about wishing this had subtitles wasn't racist.
But this is racist. What you're gonna say?
No. Well, this is racist, but not me being racist. So I think first I was going from a download, then I went to just it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I turned on YouTube subtitles, and it appears the subtitles also don't think these people enunciate well.
Nice. Nice.
Sometimes we're having some trouble.
That's fine. You can't understand it. Why would the subtitles understand it?
Yeah.
As if the subtitles are a thing that just knows. You know.
Yeah. I think it was the guy who got his dick sucked back to life in the hot tub after getting out of the hot tub and drying off. I assume that's where I wrote Ashy Larry looking motherfucker.
Yep.
Yeah,
He was very ashy.
Yeah, they did a big Ashy joke. What a whole thing that white people don't know anything about.
No.
Yeah.
Just not getting ashy.
Yeah. I mean, we do. You just can't see it.
Because we're white.
I'd re-up every year.
I'd re-up every year.
Are you checking for ash?
Yeah, I think I'm okay.
I think I'm okay too.
Yeah, I use the Manscaped body wash, and it moisturizes quite well.
That's true. So there's a bunch more slashings, and then then the white guy showed up to the party,
And they were like, "Hey," he's like, "What are you talking
like,
about?
"There's a fucking
You
guy
guys
here."
invited me."
Yeah.
Except for they didn't. But
yeah, and then it comes out that it was the guy they kept calling Carlton Banks, the light skinned motherfucker.
yep.
And I don't know, they eventually killed the bad guy.
Yep.
Yeah, and then the Ashy Larry runs into the white guy again and and apologizes. To which I respond, "That's right, apologize to the white man."
No.
But then there's I don't know, just a kind of like a joke twist for the sake of a joke twist, where even though they revealed who the killer was, it was someone else. They killed him. The white guy also had like the Jason mask in his backpack for no reason,
Just in case.
Yeah, just cause. And so my last two notes were twist, and that was terrible. Any important things I'm missing?
Nope.
From this fine
Absolutely fucking not.
piece of filmography, Crackerjacked.
Nope.
Or Crackerjack, with different spelling depending on who you ask.
Nope.
The titles of the movie or everyone else. Well, in that case, let's talk about 1998's Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, brought to you by Andrew C., not Andrew S., who says the following.
Andrew Cum is more like it.
What's up, you furry fucks?
Wow.
This is my apology for home.
Thank God.
So you guys are watching Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. Enjoy. You have passed me candy. What am I eating?
You know.
Do I?
Yeah, Kit Kat chunky drumstick.
Nestle drumstick flavored
It's like
Kit Kat.
I like it.
You know what? Pretty good. I like the cream element.
Uh-huh. Shut up. Now,
So, even when Andrew C. said that, I didn't know if he was joking or not, or if this is a second punishment movie.
right.
We find out by the end, so stay tuned.
No. Hang up now.
Oh. Hang
Everybody.
up. Hang up on... Drew thinks we're on the phone with you guys.
Yeah, that's what Kelly's dad thought, right? They'd be
So
like,
what?
take
What,
calls.
you're on the phone?
and-
Oh, I just spit Kit Kat all over my pop screen.
You're stupid.
My windbreaker? Is that what it's called?
You're stupid. Nobody likes you.
Oh.
You can't hear me because I'm talking quietly into the microphone.
Ears are picking up everything.
Is this ASMR?
I'm gonna eat some pickles.
ASMR hard R.
Have we never done ASM hard R? That's impossible.
That's where you whisper the N really quietly.
Have we never?
Hey,
I'm gonna write it down.
listen up, you need. I really want to do it now, but I can't.
I know.
It's a really funny gag.
It's the most tempted.
You know, somebody,
most tempted
somebody
I've
like
ever been.
rubbing their hand on like a sponge, and then they, like eating a pickle really quietly, and then they just whisper racial slurs, and that helps you go to sleep. There's got to be a market for racism ASMR.
Gotta be.
There has to be.
I'll look into it.
Dirty South.
Could be.
Hit us up.
Could be our next move.
I mean, I'll do it.
It could be our pivot.
I'll do it.
Yeah. So I wrote. Let's see if this is a real apology or just more pain.
More pain.
Maybe it's a second home.
It's not in the second one.
Maybe it's Home the television series, a thing that existed. Can you even believe?
Disney Plus? Oh, it's not a Disney movie.
Can you believe they got more content out of that shit?
I mean, kids are dumb.
Kids are fucking dumb.
Did you know this is the first film
Ever made?
that Shaggy was not voiced by
By Casey Kasem.
Casey Kasem? The reason
Still got it.
reason being
He fucking died or some shit.
Casey refused to provide the voice of Shaggy if he would not be a vegetarian like himself. Shaggy eats crayfish in this movie, and
fucking
Kasem
crayfish.
refused to do it unless Shaggy didn't eat the crayfish.
Enter Billy West.
Enter-
Because fuck Casey.
Because fuck him.
Huh. That's real interesting.
It's stupid. It's really dumb that you would just not do it because a cartoon character ate crawfish. It's not even a pig or a cow.
It's not even a pig or a cow.
Dumb fuck.
Go count down a top 40 somewhere, you piece of shit.
I think he's dead now, isn't he?
He's long dead.
Like 50
Good.
years ago.
Probably not 50 years ago.
70 years ago?
Seeing as he refused to do this in 1998.
Yeah, you know.
But
But
he's good and dead now. Don't worry.
This is like just an episode of Scooby-Doo, but stretched out into a movie. It's they just elongated a one episode of the whatever the fuck it was called.
And like they start with it sort of starts the same way as the live action Scooby-Doo. They start with the end of another episode,
Yes.
basically.
Yeah.
The run around Benny Hill style, something falls on the monster, take off the mask, and it's the one white man over 50 you saw in the episode. Of
course.
And it's every Scooby-Doo for the last 50 years.
I don't remember the context, but at some point somebody refers to Scooby and Shaggy as a couple of gorgonzolas.
Yep.
I don't remember the exact thing for it, but I got a quick ha for that.
Yeah, so the mystery team has a sort of disbanded.
I said they used the Muppets blueprint.
They did.
They break up off cam.
Yes.
And then they reunite for one final run.
Yeah.
Only to
Only-
then break up again, presumably at the beginning of the next
next
movie.
one. Yeah. Yeah, the system works. Scooby's a drug sniffing dog at the airport.
Yep.
Except
No, except for all he does is sniff out food in
he's
people's
a
carry-ons.
contraband food sniffing dog. But I
Because he
thought,
can't do
I'm like,
drugs.
is he gonna find cocaine?
That'd
This
be
is
really
This is a
funny.
cool movie.
That'd be
This is some
really
James
funny.
Gunn Scooby Doo.
That'd be great.
So, oh yeah, so there's music in this movie, and it's all just terrible.
Yep.
It's so bad.
It's lowest common denominator dumb kids.
Yeah, because they did like the Scooby-Doo theme, but this cover of the song is modern Ghostbusters terrible. It's like if The Prodigy covered the Scooby-Doo theme. It was very late 90s.
I'm Scooby-Doo now.
Yeah,
Here's my favorite movie.
It's like it's because it's The Prodigy, right? It's not
The
Prodigy.
Prodigy.
Yeah, it's like if The Prodigy did Kids Bop.
No, so you mean kids singing?
No, it's if
The
the
Prodigy song.
it's if The Prodigy
Saying
made songs for kids.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, because that's what this was. And there's another terrible one later too. Oh yeah. Well, apparently maybe right after this, because I'm like, okay, maybe all the music is terrible. But yeah, not there. The soundtrack was not this movie's strongest suit.
No. So they all reunite for Daphne's birthday.
Yes.
And for her birthday, they're going to go investigate
She's
a haunting.
She's a reporter.
She's a reporter, and she wants to prove that ghosts are real and that not every adventure is a man in a suit.
Yeah.
And the rest of them are just going along because it's her birthday and they're being nice.
Yeah, and I guess shortly after this, they, I don't know if it was maybe footage of some previous story she did where it was a man in a bat suit.
Yep.
Fucking sick bat suit.
Yeah, it was really good.
Leave the man alone and let him live his life. He spent a lot of time and money on that suit.
3 million yen.
3 million yen. Maybe even 6.
Maybe.
But
yes, we're still waiting for our 6 million
our
yen.
3 to 6 million
Come on,
yen.
get on it. Get on it.
We need those suits.
We need those suits and also the surgery underneath the suits. That when we take the suits off.
Yes, it's Drew. It's so good. It's so good. You have an amazing fursuit.
Yeah, the best fursuit.
The best fursuit on the market, and then people are like, "Yeah, that's a sick suit," but like you got to take the suit off.
And then the mystery machine catch it.
Yeah, and then boom, suit off. Still a cat, baby. Got your ass.
But realistic.
But realistic. It's the best move.
It's so good.
That's the greatest.
That's
lift.
what the 6 million yen is for.
That's the 6 million. 3 for the suit, 3 for the surgery.
Correct.
It's so
good. We need to write that into a movie.
Honestly, yes. It's the best. When we quit this bullshit and make our own that some other poor schmucks have to review.
Yeah, a couple of other secret gays have to review.
A couple of other secret gays.
Scott, there's 2 gay men in this room. Kiss me and I'll tell you who.
Ooh.
It's a great deal.
I can't pass up the intrigue.
It's like a southern, like in Louisiana.
Take a ferry to the bayou.
It's like a bayou, and it's like an old plantation, probably.
Yeah, it literally was a pepper plantation. Definitely not
cotton.
Definitely not cotton or tobacco.
Yeah. Because you don't want to imply anything, even though you're pretty much implying.
No,
something.
it was one of those. It's one of those chill 1800s
it was one of those
plantations.
progressive ones.
Yeah,
where the master didn't make babies with all of the women.
Louisiana, the progressive state.
The progressive state.
Is that where Flo is from?
That's where Flo's from.
Were you going there too?
Yeah, I was.
Nice.
I wrote
a lot of pussy around this mansion.
There is a lot of pussy.
The girl from Orange is the New Black.
Yeah. I wrote that's the worst attempt at a Creole accent I've ever heard. Bad Jim Cummings.
What? It was Winnie the Pooh, right?
Yep.
Hey, we got our Pooh.
We did get Pooh.
Have you heard about Tigger?
I heard something shocking about Tigger.
Speaking of Creole, I wrote, I like how Creole is a combination between French, Southern, and mentally handicapped.
Yep. And it's just gibberish.
Oh, it's nonsense. Yeah. They need to stop because they're investigating the paranormal on this island, and from what we've seen, they need to stop saying zombies when it's clearly ghosts.
Yeah, I know. This is a real Ghostbusters. What are ghosts?
We get zombies later. But the first while, it's straight up ghosts. It is ghosts. So figure it out. There's like a cool guy gardener.
Yeah.
Who's like too cool for school.
Too cool for school and is kind of cranky, so he's the red herring.
Clearly the red herring.
100%.
Yes.
100%.
He's the fat wigger of this movie.
Correct. He's the fat wigger.
I am the fat wigger of this movie.
Yes.
Yes. You're doing your best.
I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best.
Oh, yeah. So then we do actually get some actual zombies.
Yeah.
That Shaggy and Scoob see, and then Fred comes upon Shaggy and Scooby with the zombie, and he's like, "That's the worst zombie mask I've ever seen." I'm like, "Oh," and then he starts yanking on. I'm like, "Please pull the head clean off." He did.
He did.
It was funny.
Clean off. Yeah, it was pretty good. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I was a big fan.
Yeah. At one point, they Shaggy and Scooby are running away from a pig,
Yeah, like a boar.
a boar.
Yep.
And Shaggy says the line, and they get chased away and they fall into like a pit. And then
Yes.
and then he says
That's where they see the first zombie.
the first zombie, and he said, "Oh, we got chased into a hole by 1/3 of a BLT." I was like, "That's pretty good. I like that line."
That's that's strong writing.
That was
is what
really funny.
is.
I like that a lot.
That is just plain good, clean writing.
Yes. Not my favorite thing that happened though. That was when after they all get separated and they're like running away from the ghouls and the spooks and I guess I can say the ghouls and the zombies.
Yeah.
And then they all sort of like run back into each other.
Yep.
And Velma's glasses fall off and get dirty or muddy.
Mm-hmm.
So Scooby takes his tail and cleans off her glasses with his tail and then
Yep.
gives them back to her. I was like, it wouldn't work, but I like it.
It wouldn't work at all, but good stuff.
It wouldn't work.
And then Velma turns black and gets
Her own show
real
in the
sassy,
hood.
and
Yeah.
everyone hates it.
Is it Mindy Kaling?
Is it?
I think it is.
Of course it is.
I think she voices her.
Pardon me. Then does she turn brown?
Yes.
I have misinterpreted Velma.
She's one of these, not one of these.
I need to give it a chance. You know what? Maybe in a couple weeks we'll watch the first 2 episodes.
Who knows? Who's to say? There were a couple of good jokes, like just when they're in the mansion.
Yeah.
Because like when they get there and they realize like it's like this big mansion thing. Shaggy ponders if he should get dressed up for dinner, and he opens the suitcase and it has the exact same outfit he's wearing.
Yes.
As if those are his fancy clothes.
Those are his nice
and
clothes.
these are his regular clothes.
These are his civvies. That's his dress-up clothes.
Yeah. Then he trims his whiskers, but it literally doesn't do
Nothing.
anything.
Yeah.
And then like there are a couple just like minor little funny gags.
Yeah. About halfway through, I wrote, "These women are clearly the bad guys."
I mean, of course, they're women. I just wrote, this movie is kind of very anti-cat. There's a lot of talk about just like
It is.
not liking cats, hating cats. It's
It
actually
is.
the first time.
Scooby hates cats.
This is a trivia thing that I had. It's the first time Scooby-Doo shows any aggression towards another animal.
Interesting.
In all previous series,
He's scared.
He's kind of friendly towards or scared of not only cats, but
Anything.
mice, gophers, chickens,
Yeah.
like anything.
But this one, he's
angry at
he's
cats.
aggressive.
He hates them.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm like, this is anti-cat.
It is, but
Fucking big dog.
well, here's the thing. Everything you said is right, but spoiler. Oh shit, werecats. Take that, big dog. And this is a show about a dog.
Yep.
And Scooby-Doo has done.
But that's because the dog can't. The dog's the good guy in.
I know Scooby-Doo has done werewolf before.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we at least got something other than that. And I'm like, oh, this was an apology for home.
It was?
Not more pain.
It was.
So thank you.
I wrote that Scooby. So Scooby and Shaggy are obsessed with like this, like a jambalaya.
Yeah.
Or just like these hot peppers and stuff.
The peppers from the plantation.
Peppers from the plantation peppers.
Yeah.
So they have like they eat a bunch of the jambalaya in the kitchen, and they
Yeah.
go out and they have a nice romantic picnic between the two of them because they're a gay couple.
Where they suck off a bunch of crawdad.
Yep. And I just wrote, Scooby eats his food like Kelly.
Yeah.
Just in, do not savor.
No.
I need the nutrition, that's
Yeah,
all.
that's how
Scooby eats.
That's how dogs eat.
Dumb dogs.
Yeah. No, yeah, 100%.
I wrote, these zombies look like every Iron Maiden album cover.
They do.
I believe his name is Eddie.
Eddie is the
Yeah.
guy.
I feel like every single one of them looks
a lot
like
of Eddies.
Eddie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, oh shit, more TF, no tail. Oh wait, tail. Mm-hmm. I was fixing to get mad.
Well,
because sometimes there's some frames where they don't animate it because who's got the time?
Who's gonna look?
Yeah.
I wrote, too fast TF by the boat captain.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't slow. It was like
because
whoop.
the women do
Half.
do the halfway sleepwalkers style.
Yeah.
And yeah, then they Shaggy or whoever runs to the boat cabin to
Get off the island.
I unironically said Cap'n.
Cappin,
like crunch.
Like Cap'n stabbing.
Like Cap'n stabbing. Yeah, they go to the boat captain. Obviously, he's a werecat too, but he goes 0 to 60.
Yes. He's
Fast.
like done right away.
Yeah. So we could use some more action there certainly. And I wrote like, I mean, on the whole for everyone, like decent TF, like minus no like tail rippage.
Yeah, or nipples.
Or anything. Or nipples.
I want nipples.
Sure, we all want nipples.
I don't want nipples. I don't need nipples. I got nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
Literally gonna say that. So the deal is they were I don't know, natives to the island except white. And pirates came in the 1700s.
Butt pirates.
And the ladies, I don't know, the ladies and the ferryman ostensibly, I don't know, made a deal with the devil.
They sure did.
To turn into werecats and kill them.
And kill them.
and as a result, they turn into werecats every full moon, and if they don't zap someone's life energy, they die. And they've been, I guess...
It's kind of like cat people.
It's kind of like cat people. They've been zapping life energy for...
a millennia.
300 years. Yeah. So
and that's where all the ghosts and zombies have come from. They're the deceased...
It's the pirates, the plantation people, tourists.
Tourists.
Yeah. Maybe people...
Confederate general.
Yes, literally.
Who is literally the good guy.
The good guy!
He's the hero.
Robert E. Lee.
Robert E. Lee
is the hero
Superhero.
of this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the deal is they have to not let the werecat women suck their energy, and if they don't, all of the souls they have murdered
accumulated
on this bayou island will ascend to heaven.
Yeah.
Their hate crimes notwithstanding, and their spirits can rest easy, including all of the Confederate army.
Yep.
And literal pirates, rapists and murderers. And also they, in order to subdue the gang, the ladies had voodoo dolls.
Yeah.
To like, I don't know, like throw them against the wall
and pin them down.
And I'm like, okay, you stupid bitches. You have a movie in which cat transformation and voodoo exist concurrently.
Yeah, I know where you're going with this.
You don't take the voodoo dolls and add ears, tails, and whiskers to them and make more cat friends?
I don't know.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I think they are kidding you.
That was I thought that was rude. Yeah, my second to last note, basically my last note. Oh no. So yeah, they subdue them until the 1 minute after the full moon passes, and they straight up die.
Just dead.
They their souls disappear, and then I'm like, well, I'm glad the pirates and Confederate soldiers can rest in peace.
Rest in peace. And then the Confederate soldiers ghost kind of gives them like the winky like thumbs up, like, thank you for saving me, I'm going to go own people again.
I mean, that would be their heaven.
Yeah, that is their heaven.
That is Confederate heaven.
Confederate
heaven is a fun concept. There's not much I don't like about the idea of Confederate heaven. And apparently there's a 2019 sequel that once I get to watch things on my own again, maybe I'll watch.
Bad TF, I bet. No, I bet you it's good TF.
It'll be okay. I mean, this wasn't terrible.
Is this Zombie Island 2?
Probably something to the effect of Scooby-Doo Return to Zombie Island.
Huh. Why would you go back if you've already destroyed the...
That's a great question. I don't know the answer to your question. Scooby-Doo Return to Zombie Island.
Huh.
2019, straight to video, did not have a theatrical release.
Of course, well, yeah, no shit.
It's who's oh,
Billy West or is Casey Kasem back from the grave?
neither. Go forward in time. Who do you get?
Frank Welker.
Frank Welker is Scooby and Fred.
Joe DiMaggio.
Who's the only other person who's played Shaggy?
Matthew Lillard.
Matthew Lillard.
Sick.
Yeah.
Love it.
And Kate McCucci, my girlfriend, as Velma.
Oh. The animation is, I don't know, better?
It is better.
Better, one would say.
It looks like a 2019 cartoon.
Oh, what was
Maybe
I?
we'll watch this.
What was I
Or
gonna...
someone wants to pay for us to watch it. Hey, Andrew C., if you want to close the loop on this fella, go for it. We won't be mad.
John Michael Higgins is in it. David Herman's in it.
All the hits.
That's it.
Okay, still pretty good.
Elvira's in it as Elvira.
Okay. Roger Rose, who I don't know, but he plays lead cat person in the cast.
Nice, I like it. And narrator. And Janelle Cox plays cat person.
Yeah. Andrew C. or literally anyone else?
Who was Elvira? Coaxa?
Yes, Caraxa was Elvira.
Coaxa. Hit us up. There's more Elvira stuff.
That's true.
Cat TF.
That's true.
I want to shout out very quickly that...
Get shouting. Shout it out loud.
Shout it. No, I can't say it.
No. That definitely got demonetized. No, that one didn't get demonetized. What the fuck?
I don't know, man.
There's no accounting.
I don't understand. Two things. Mary Kay Bergman, who voices Daphne, is very ugly. And
very important. Thank you.
Tara Strong, who played the
she's played many
daughter,
and has played many a pony.
She's many a pony. I've always had a big crush on her. She's very, very, very cute.
She's cute, but if I ever saw her in person, I would leave her alone.
Yeah,
because she has had to deal with so much shit in her life. Yeah. I do not envy her.
How many IMDb credits do you think she has?
462. 1,908.21. 1946.
639 credits.
She's not a poor woman.
But it's all voice acting.
Literally all voice.
There's like a few non-voice.
Which is interesting because she is cute and could in-person act.
Very cute.
She's not a face for radio type of bitch.
And she was in a band that I liked. Like the
New Pornographers.
I don't think she's a new pornographer. I feel like they were called...
Hyam.
Jeez Christ, Scott. Don't throw out those kind of racist slang.
That's a real band with the girl from the Licorice Pizza.
The Licorice Pizza.
I'm enjoying being old now.
Yeah, I think you might have had a stroke.
I'm really leaning into it and I like it. It's fun.
If I can tell you right now, the band is called
The Runaways. Is she Joan Jett?
Somebody is screaming this at their
Answer the
screen.
question: is she Joan Jett?
No, she's not. She is in fact not Joan Jett, but she's Jewish.
Well, she's in show
Jewish.
business. What's her band?
I'm trying to find the name of the goddamn band. You fuck. You curly-haired fuck. I don't know how popular they were. They were called, or maybe I'm thinking it's her, but it's not actually.
Maybe she was not in a band.
I could have sworn she was in a band. Anyways, let's move on. Let's move on.
If you insist.
Would you like to do
1974's
Oh,
it's happening.
The Apprenticeship of Duddy Kravitz.
Here's
Lenny Kravitz?
Here's why it's good that we're doing this week and the other one next week. Is because no one we're going to get so deplatformed by the powers that be for this review.
I hate YouTube.
That our actual friends and listeners won't have to listen to us say terrible things next week.
That is true.
Yeah. 1974 is The Apprenticeship of Duddy Kravitz, brought to you by, of course, Zimbo Venus, continuing the trend of movies he recommended, of movies that were filmed in Montreal and hackers.
I like having a gimmick that 3 out of 4 are, and then the fourth one's just another movie.
The fourth one is hackers. What's your first note?
My first note is I would love to call my white dad a pimp.
Yeah.
That was my first note.
My first note is Jewish and French. Of course. The worst of both worlds.
Of course. You racist fuck. You racist fuck.
I love these much younger neighborhood kids just giving it to the marching band going through the street. These absolute nerds,
just the nerdiest
just
nerds
eating shit from literal children.
Yeah,
Like, these are people in their late teens.
Yeah.
Who are just taking it. I don't know. It's like the junior cadets or whatever.
Yeah, something stupid.
Whatever dumb fake kid military that was
fake kid military.
that was so popular in every decade before the 1990s, basically.
Yeah. When kids were too busy doing drugs and having sex.
Exactly. So that was great. We can check off graphically seeing a horse shit in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Yep.
So that's a plus. Speaking of Duddy Kravitz's pimp dad, I love Jack Warden.
Me too. Jack Warden's
I love
awesome.
him in everything he's in. Duddy Kravitz, Dirty Work, a third example.
He's
in lots.
He's the owner of the team in The Replacements that hires Gene Hackman to come back and coach the team.
Hackman.
I like. If I had to make a list of guilty pleasure movies, I think The Replacements is probably on it. It's pretty good.
Yeah. If I was to make a list of... Nope. I was going to say if I was to make a list of punk bands, but that's the Descendants. The Replacements are a new wave band.
Good job, stupid.
I got there.
Hey, you know who looks dumb right now? You.
Oh, damn it.
Every listener thinks you're really stupid.
Really hoping it was someone else, but it turned out to be
Every
me.
single person listening knows that you're a big dumb.
God.
That you're just nothing but a sack of meat with no brains and no beard and a thick hog.
I could do worse. Was it when... It must have been when Jack was telling stories in the deli. But we established that gangsters and anti-Semites are the two worst things in the world.
Yep. Murderers and people that don't like Jews.
Yep. This is 1 year before Jaws, and Richard Dreyfuss is playing a child.
What if I told
Was
you...
he a child in Jaws? No, he was a man
He's
in
a
Jaws,
man in
right?
Jaws.
Then why is
He
he
has
a
a beard.
child
He has a
here?
full-blown beard.
He's got a grown-ass beard.
So, it's funny you brought that up, because I've got trivia.
I love trivia.
According to Richard Dreyfuss, he believed his performance in this film was so bad that his career would never come back.
Was it because he played...
Because he was terrible in it. He was awful in this movie. He was so annoying. His laugh is like chalkboard nails and babies crying.
The laugh, the constant itching.
I wrote that. I'm like, why is he scratching so much?
It didn't pay off.
Does he have AIDS?
He was...
Oh, it's 1974. It hasn't been invented yet.
No.
Also, he's white.
You could raw dog with impunity.
I would love to raw dog with immunity.
Right.
Anyways, this fear caused him to... he was offered the role of Matt Hooper in Jaws. But he turned Steven Spielberg down because he thought that after doing Duddy Kravitz, he would get just like offers flooding in. But then when he saw himself on the big screen as Duddy Kravitz, he was convinced his film career was done.
I should take anything they give me.
He then telephoned Steven Spielberg and begged him to cast him as Hooper. Jaws was released in the summer of 1974 and became the first huge summer blockbuster, making over $100 million.
Yeah.
So he was this close to not
doing it until he saw how bad he was in this
fucking movie.
That's really something.
Yeah, it's weird, right? Oh, this is my big break. This is where I'm finally gonna. This
I
is
suck.
terrible.
I'm a dirty little. I should. If anyone throws a bone my way, I gotta take it. Whatever. I'll do this fucking shark movie, I guess.
Yeah, I'll do this big shark movie.
Oh, I'm a billionaire.
I don't know if he's a billionaire.
Richard Dreyfuss is a billionaire.
Look it up.
Do not question me.
You ever see Mr. Holland's Opus?
Of course I saw Mr. Holland's Opus.
That's a good one.
It is a good one. How about Krippendorf's Tribe?
Nope.
What about Bob?
Oh, maybe I have seen Krippendorf's Tribe. I feel like I saw that when I was younger. I mean, yeah, What About Bob's great.
I don't think I've seen Krippendorf's Tribe or Jungle to Jungle, And to
And you think they're the
me,
same?
they might be the same movie.
I mean, they are the same thing. So
Are they?
No.
Is one more racist? One has to be. The Tim Allen one must be more racist.
It's not really right. It's before he was like a right wing nut.
It's back when he was just a fucking
Just-
snitch,
It just knew he was a fucking guy.
a jailhouse
How?
snitch.
How have I never logged The Graduate? That's
I don't
weird.
know.
I've definitely seen it multiple times.
Certain parts more than others.
No. Why? What are you implying?
I don't know.
Are you implying that I masturbate to 1967's The Graduate?
Are you trying to seduce me, Andrew?
It could be. Do you want to see my butthole?
Oh, you thought those were ding dong numbers?
You thought those numbers?
Nah. I'm showing you my butt.
You are 100% seeing my butthole. Man, he's in a lot of movies I've never heard of.
Richard Dreyfuss?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how he became a billionaire, by doing a lot of movies.
Yeah. No relation to Julia Louis.
No, because some that you think there might be.
Yeah.
But-
I have seen Criminal Tribe, and I don't remember it being good, but I don't remember it being bad.
Well, there you
I
go.
literally remember nothing about
It's
it.
stuck with you, clearly. There's a lot of dirty shit in this movie, and it is weird
Like
that...
actual poop?
Well, actual horse poop, but like a lot of sex stuff and a lot of like really risque stuff. And it is weird that we watched it as part of the curriculum in grade 10.
Is it based on a book?
Yes.
Was your teacher a self-hating Jew?
Mr. Frederman.
Nah, probably not. Could be.
I'm trying to clock him. What?
Trying to cock him.
Frederman, what was your deal? He looked more... he had more of a waspy vibe than Jewy, but I can't rule it out.
I don't think you should say Jew. But whatever.
No? Are we... What? Oh, sorry. Jewish is the correct
Jewish.
adjective. Frederman ethnicity.
What if I told you that Richard Dreyfuss was in a straight-to-video on-demand 2019 movie called Daughter of the Wolf starring Gina Carano?
Sick.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
That is sick.
From the director of Saw 5. I'm putting it in the watch list.
Absolutely. Frederman name meaning. Historically, surnames evolved as a... does it really start by explaining what a surname is? I did not need to go that deep.
It sure does.
Apparently, Frederman is a very Canadian name. But it does not seem to read as Jewish.
Well,
So there
what
you
does
go.
that tell you?
You're off the hook, Frederman, and it is pissing me off. I can't remember his first name.
Pete.
Nope, it's not Pete Frederman. And not Fred Ehrman, Frederman.
Frederman.
Frede man.
What goes with Frederman?
I wish I knew. We'll never know. What else is going on in this
Jimbo.
in this
Jimbo
fucking
Fetterman.
movie? We get beating off to a medical textbook. Very
I wrote Duddy looking at pussy books.
funny. He was looking at pussy
I was
books.
looking at pussy books.
But the guy in med school was looking at and jerking off to pussy books, and then Duddy
Whoa,
made-
what? You're not gonna look at medical textbooks and jerk off
In a room-
You don't want to see the inside of a vulva and jerk off.
in a room full of guys. I don't know.
Whatever. They're not jerking you off. You're not jerking them off. Who gives a shit?
I guess that's
If
true.
I'm under a blanket, Scott, I would jerk off right now in front of you,
All bets are off.
and you wouldn't even know.
I'd like to. I'd like to jerk off under a blanket on a plane.
Oh, do it.
I've done it many, many times in the bathroom. Great time killer.
Ooh, I don't know if I've done it on a plane.
Oh,
Well, see, I don't travel well, and you know that.
You don't.
So I don't really get up often.
yeah, If
Getting
I'm,
comfortable on planes is hard for a man who had a back injury, so I
Yeah.
don't usually like move around a bunch.
if I'm
I just sit there quietly going like, fuck, can this please be over? Fuck, can this please be over?
if I'm bored on a plane, I'm jerking off.
All right, well, I'll make sure I don't sit next to you on the plane next time.
You're sitting next to me on the plane.
I'm sitting on you on the plane, so better get out of the way.
You're going to jerk me off with your butt.
But you're getting butt jerked.
We're never getting monetized again.
What's wrong with butt jerked? How is that going to get us partially
I'm curious about part
demonetized?
1 because we tried to be mostly good boys on
Yeah,
that.
for the most part.
We're still getting screwed on it though, I bet.
We're getting screwed on every single one from now. We can't handle ourselves.
We can't handle the truth.
handle the truth. The truth is we can't stop saying slurs.
The truth is out there. And it's the N-word.
I just... we haven't said a word about what the plot is.
Does it matter?
Not really. He's like a shyster who's just going
That's not a word.
Who's going like around town trying to get like get rich quick schemes.
He's a real like ambitious little shit.
Yeah. I said it's very much like Licorice Pizza, but without a girl with a giant nose and no bra.
Yeah, it's just a French girl instead.
Yeah, but she's wearing a bra.
And she is wearing a bra. The first French girl to wear a bra. Did you see that in the trivia?
Ever.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the main thing. He gets a summer job at a
Summer camp.
at a camp.
No,
I don't, like sort of a resort.
country club thing, sort of
Yeah.
resort. I wrote there was a lot of racism going around my head during the first table scene. Like the first where he like...
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a lot of old Jewish men who are very much playing stereotypes.
Yeah,
Because
very much
they weren't
very much
stereotypes,
playing themselves.
and that was just the actor.
So one of them says it to him. Maybe one of the because like all the other people who have summer jobs there are like of higher stations than
Well, they're
Duddy.
like they're going to medical school
and
or
shit.
whatever.
So I think one of them says it to him, or else like an older adult says it to him. But at any rate, maybe I think it was one of the older Jewish people at the resort, and I'm like, okay, if a Jewish guy in the movie said it, I can say it. Because he articulated what I felt about Duddy. And I'm quoting a line. This is a verbatim line.
YouTube, you can't get mad. He's quoting the movie.
It's cretinous little money grubbers like you that cause anti-Semitism.
Yes.
That's accurate.
Well, I'm going to remove myself from this situation.
That's what he was.
That's what he was.
He was a cretinous little money grubber.
He absolutely was.
He was sweaty. He was itchy.
They're so itchy.
So itchy.
What was his fucking problem?
Did Richard Dreyfuss have a
bed
skin
bugs?
condition?
I don't know.
Like, I don't know. It was really weird. He did the whole movie, and it was never really touched on. I think someone pointed it out once, and nothing came of it.
Nothing happened.
And they just kept being itchy.
Moved on.
Yeah. I don't know. There's one cute. I think they're maybe talking about the French girl at the resort. She's wild about 69, which I thought was
I said making a 69 joke in the 70s. Pretty cool.
pretty cool. I agree.
I don't think there was a lot of 69 jokes made.
Not so many. I wrote, I do not like his hectic, sweaty, itchy energy.
Nope.
Oh, man. So and all the guests like set up an illegal roulette game.
That game in the back.
With one of the guys owned like trick roulette roulette wheel, and Duddy got screwed at the end of it. But then like the guests felt bad and gave him his money back and some more.
Yeah,
because they felt bad. But the one guest said, "Oh, here's money from the guests, and maybe I gave a little more than Levitt, but who's counting?" And I screamed a slur at my TV. I mean, it was the most. It was the most that thing that anyone has ever been. And to ask me to not scream a slur at the TV when he does that. I gave a little more than Levitt, but who's counting? I'm like, oh, cut. It really went full circle.
He was a circle.
Look up Hebrew or Yiddish or whatever for circle.
Circle. And you'll see what we're talking about.
Get there. I love, and then so he forms a relationship with the French girl who works there, but I love that she pulls back every time he acts too Jewish.
Well, wouldn't you?
Every time he gets like a little too money grubby, she's like, "Daddy, I don't like this.
No, thank you.
I don't like this side of you. Daddy."
No, thank you.
I do like the way she said. I like a French girl saying "Duddy." It sounds fun.
Yeah.
Also, Duddy.
Duddy.
What's going on there? Come on.
We couldn't name your kid Five-ish? Five-ish Kravitz.
He gets in with the Montreal Jewish gangster of the time, Wonder Boy, and is transporting heroin for him across international borders, I believe. On the train, he meets Randy Quaid.
Very young.
A very young Randy Quaid.
Very young, very a Jew-fro-y looking Randy Quaid.
Where I write in all capitals, don't make friends with Randy Quaid.
Especially not involving drugs and illegally going across borders.
No, all bad things in the Randy-verse.
Nope, that's not what I was going to say. Never mind. Continue on your way.
He makes friends with a disgraced communist film director.
Yep, played by...
I know his name, but
Do you know his real name, or do you know the main role that he's known for?
I know his real name, and I refuse to reveal it.
Reasonable. Denholm Elliott.
Yeah.
Who played...
The shark in Jaws.
Marcus Brody in the Indiana Jones movies.
Yes, that's correct.
Now
I knew that.
Let's move on.
And Duddy's latest cool scheme is to get this at least recently former Hollywood director to film
bar mitzvah
weddings and bar mitzvahs, which seems like a step down, but the guys
steal all your money. Hey,
yeah, it seems like quite a step down for the guy, but he's in because I guess his film career is over, and he's a total drunk.
Oh, complete.
So who?
And
cares?
he looks like a crazy person.
He does look like a crazy person. So they films they're doing a bar mitzvah, but he insists on full creative control and no one must interfere, and he's very adamant about this. And then they do one, and they show the video to the parents, and it's a weird fucked up art film that includes close-up footage of multiple circumcisions, which I did not enjoy.
In all caps, I wrote these 3 words: stop showing circumcisions.
I wrote 1, oh God, they showed the circumcision. 2, what were your 3 words?
Stop showing circumcisions.
Stop showing circumcisions.
Too many. 1 is too many.
One's too many, and this was more than 1.
There was 4.
Yeah. And then I'm like...
I'm not going to lie, I wanted to throw up.
It was bad.
I
turned away.
Very close to getting up and going to throw up.
No, I turned away. I'm like, I'm not into this. And I'm like, movie within a movie, just when I thought you'd lost me, you bring me back with Hitler.
There was, in fact, Hitler.
Yeah. And I was like, okay. I guess he made a pretty good movie.
Yeah, I guess. Showing little babies getting their penises cut and Adolf Hitler. The third Adolf.
And I can't remember who this was about, but I've never understood how being impotent... Was it about Randy Quaid?
Is it after he gets in the accident?
No, it's just about someone who's like shooting blanks. But like, I've never understood how being impotent was something to be embarrassed about. Like, you've won the lottery.
I mean, I guess. No, because I think you're
not gonna you're not gonna make kids.
Sexual urges. That's the problem. Because you're not like...
No, I know, but like
eunuch.
No, just impotent just means you're not making kids.
Doesn't impotent mean you can't get a boner?
I don't think so.
Let's go to Pornhub and look up impotent and see.
I thought impotent was just shooting blanks. But what do I know?
Unable to achieve a sexual erection.
Of a man wow, this is a mean definition. Abnormally unable to achieve an erection or orgasm.
It also means unable to take effective action, helpless or powerless.
Yeah, in the non-erection sense. All right. Anyway, I don't think
erectile dysfunction.
If it's just a shooting blank situation,
shooting blanks is different.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's you.
That means that you have no sperm count.
Yeah,
you can still get an erection. You can get an erection.
Fuck. You can bust.
Yeah,
you can fuck.
There's just no.
And you're not making
babies.
Kids.
Yeah,
the dream.
God, I would love to be completely sterile.
Completely sterile in the 1970s.
With no AIDS.
No AIDS.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm doing a lot of bad things.
Raw dogging your way across America.
Europe, Middle East.
Af-
You know what? I would go to Asia.
Africa?
Why not? There's no AIDS.
I really thought you were going to say all the places, and then I say Africa. You're like, no, it's too far. That's
Mexican and Korean? No.
That's how AIDS started.
That's too far.
You would have been the one who started AIDS then.
Yeah, I fuck a penguin in China. Then I go to Africa.
Yep.
Yeah, why not?
That's true. Duddy's med school brother performed an abortion to impress Gentiles.
Yep.
Which I thought was funny. Not even because first it was implied that it was on a girl he knocked up, and then it was on a girl someone else knocked out. He performed a back alley abortion, so the white kids at med school would like him.
Why not?
Very funny.
What's a better way to get people to like you? Kill a baby. Kill an unborn child.
That's very true. We got a nice little piece of Canadiana in this movie with some 5-pin bowling.
5-pin bowling, baby.
Big fan. It's harder, by the way.
It is harder.
Yeah.
They're more spread
How
out.
about you fucking pussies put a little space between those pins so whenever you hit one, they don't all just fall down.
A little bit of Kevin Spacey between those pins?
Little bit of Kevin Spacey between a little bit of Kevin Spacey between anything never hurt anyone except Anthony Rapp, who he molested.
Surprised he didn't kill himself.
True. Maybe it was consensual and Anthony stop
Shut up!
destroying your phone.
Shut up! Just keep talking.
Oh, and so Duddy's like 8, he's playing 18, 19.
Well, I think he's out of high school.
He's out of high school.
He's got to be at least 18.
He's 18, 19. His brother is older.
He's like, yeah.
In med school. Duddy and his older brother both call Jack Warden exclusively Daddy.
Yes.
Hate it.
It's a different time, Scott. Different times.
Different time, different culture.
Different strokes for different folks.
So Duddy's big scheme is French girl shows him a lake.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Never tell anybody.
I'm going. Yeah,
here.
you shut your dumb French mouth.
You bitch. You
You
stupid bitch.
stupid bitch.
I hate you.
I am going to buy this whole goddamned lake.
Everywhere.
Yeah, like 1 square foot at a time.
As far as the eye can see.
And so then he has to do all this shit to cover it. It doesn't work. It blows up in his face. During a pinball machine scheme
Randy Quaid.
With Randy Quaid, he gets Randy to drive the truck with him, even though Randy is epileptic, narcoleptic, something eclectic.
Eclectic.
He's eclectic. He's many things to many people, and he gets in a horrific truck accident and gets paralyzed.
Yeah.
And
I wrote this got like real sad.
it did
towards
get
the
real
end.
sad. It was weird.
Like, because then he feels guilty. He's got to kind of look after him.
And the message at the end is all over the place because he ruined Randy Quaid's life. He tries to get French girl to forgive him. She's like, no, I hate you. I never want to see you again. I'm just gonna take care of this Phoebe for the rest of my life. You didn't get to buy everything on the lake, so like it originally reads as like a lesson in not being a cretinous little money grubber.
Yeah.
But then at the end, with the voiceover back like outside the deli on the streets of Montreal, they're like, well, that's Duddy. He's pretty cool.
That's the guy.
I'm like, what?
He's got a sick ass life.
So yeah, Duddy's the hero? This piece of shit?
Yeah, I don't understand how he's the hero.
I'm not
of the
wrong.
story.
He's for the most part supposed to be a piece of shit,
yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
Like he sucks.
He's like ruined other people's lives.
Yeah.
And like lied and cheated and yeah. I don't understand how he's the baby face.
You want to talk about Iberia?
I don't, but we will have to because somebody paid for it.
Brock B paid for it.
Brock B, you motherfucker.
You want to hear what Brock B had to say about it?
I would love to get more angry about this than I already am. So yeah, please do.
All right. Help me out here. I'm a...
You want to try that again?
Yeah, can you give me...
Take two?
Can you give me a clean take? 3, 2, action. Did you actually click stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, that was cute. I was just going to fake it. All right, help me out here. I'm a prospective film studies grad student.
Brag.
And I'm the lead
I fucking graduated already.
Yeah, why do you graduate already, you fucking baby? And
I go to film school.
And I'm the lead programmer at my university's Cinematheque.
Fucking nerd.
Against my curatorial wishes, Brock, you're really shooting the moon here. We recently had a panel discussion and played IB Area Trick Hearten 2007. Everyone loved it. Except me. Should I give up a career in academia because my taste in film isn't as refined as I thought it was? Or is everyone just full of shit and the movie is really awful like I think it is? Sorry ahead of time. Be sure to have a barf bag on hand. Brock
B.
Great news.
May I call you Brock Besser?
You can call him Brock Bizzell, because that's his name.
Close enough.
Doxed. Home address?
That's fine. It's 2 hours in. That's fine.
We going home address?
Sure.
I got it.
Where does he live?
Hard to say.
Oh. Brock, I'm gonna
123 Fake Street.
If you want me, I'm gonna give you some hard truth. I'm gonna give.
Is this film student to film
I'm gonna
student
shoot
advice?
from the hip, from film school graduate
To future
film school
graduate.
instructor.
Yes.
To future film school graduate, maybe possibly if you don't drop out. I would like to give you this piece of advice that I wish somebody had told me when I started film school, which is, well, two things. Number one, you should just like what you like. Who gives a shit what the other people that you go to school think is good or don't think is good? Like, that's the whole point behind watching movies, is to enjoy the things you enjoy. Don't just cave to, well, I can never tell somebody I like this because they're going to think it's stupid. Never do that. And secondly,
That was strangely good, earnest advice.
it is though.
Yes.
Honestly, I spent the first 4-ish months at film school with all of my friends talking about.
Should I like this gay shit?
These artsy fartsy movies that I'd never heard of, and they were just like, oh, it's beautiful and this, blah, blah. And then meanwhile I'm like, oh,
Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen.
no, that's every student I taught was like, I love that movie. That movie's awesome.
Yeah, your student sounded really
My favorite
stupid.
movie is Transformers. The first Transformers is the best movie I've ever seen. But no, I mean, honestly, just like what you like. Who gives a shit what your classmates like? Everybody's got different tastes. Everybody's got different opinions. I mean, if you go in there saying that Transformers is the best movie ever made, you're probably gonna look like an asshole. Mm-hmm. But if you go in there thinking hey, I liked this movie. I don't care. I like this movie. Or I didn't really like this movie. Who cares? Your classmates are just other people like you, right? It does. We had a heated discussion once in class about why Prometheus was the worst movie ever made, and one of my classmates was fighting hard for I liked it. It was really enjoyable. It's not the greatest movie, but I really like it. The whole class, we had this argument. After the class, I walked up to him and said, hey, I don't really hate Prometheus that much. And he goes, fuck you! Why didn't you say something?
Where were you
an hour
ago?
I said, well, I didn't want everybody to know I liked Prometheus.
Yeah, I don't want people to think I was
a little
gay.
bit, right? No, fuck that. So yeah,
It did have an abortion machine.
Don't give a shit what anybody else thinks about your opinion in film.
Yeah.
And secondly, everybody who goes to film school is a fucking loser. So don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Everybody that goes to film school is a pretentious loser who thinks they're the next fucking, I don't know, I guess now it would be Denis Villeneuve or something.
Antoine Fuqua.
Throwing it back to the first half. But who fucking cares? Like what you like. I watch garbage all the time that I like. I like lots of bad things. Every fucking Sasquatch documentary on Tubi. They're awful, but I love them. The movie Draft Day. Love it.
Draft Day.
It's awesome.
Draft Day is good. Hey, if you're a dad, you like sports, you're gonna like Draft Day.
Draft Day.
Yeah.
Are you gonna see it at a movie theater opening day by yourself, sitting in the back row?
Hell yeah.
VIP, where then
having a quiet jerk
two
off?
other people come to watch the movie, and they've just happened to buy the 2 seats next to you without knowing. And then 20 minutes into the movie, your friend Nate shows up because you posted about going to see the movie by yourself, and he bought a ticket and shows up and sits next to you. So there's only 4 people in the theater, all sitting in the back
beside
4
each other?
seats.
That's very stupid.
It's the best thing ever. It was so ridiculous.
very stupid.
It was so stupid, but so funny. But yeah, man, like, watch whatever. Like, who cares? Like, I will right off the bat 100% say to you, this is one of the worst pieces of shit I've ever seen. This was unwatchable garbage.
Now, would you label this as, and I am referencing back to content from Bennett's animation, that's from the Hairspray review.
Correct.
Would you describe this as domestic or global terrorism?
This is global terrorism.
This is global, absolutely.
I took 2 notes. One note was, this is the fucking worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And 2, who the fuck would like this?
Apparently, everyone at Brock's film,
And also like
film
a
grad
bunch of
studies
people
class.
on Letterboxd too, because it's like a 3.8.
Very weird.
But it's like, it's all internet losers.
It's unwatchable.
It's all just internet losers who think that this stuff is like funny and like, I just do not understand how anyone thinks this is good.
This I feel towards this the way people who don't like Tim and Eric feel towards that. Like, this must be how they feel.
Right.
Except Tim and Eric is good.
It's great.
And this is unwatchable trash.
But like
I'm watching it, like, trying to find something I can sink my teeth into, like, hold on to, but there's nothing. It's just a bunch of gender fluid freaks yelling at the camera,
but yelling about nonsense. Nonsensical
Nothing.
yelling.
They like occasionally accidentally say an amusing-ish line, and then there's 15 minutes of horse shit surrounding it in either direction.
But I don't understand why your classmates or whatever, like, unless they're all 19 years old and fucking losers, which they probably are.
Sure.
But like, it's not filmed well.
No,
like, it's not edited.
ugly.
It's not lit properly.
No.
The like costumes, the sets, like everything it's filmed like a fucking iCarly episode. Like that, or like a dumb Disney Channel sketch show, like the Amanda Bynes show that she used to have, whatever the fuck it was called.
But like, Keenan and Kel and Amanda.
Is that what it was called?
No. No, it was not.
I'm gonna look it up. No, but like,
You wouldn't watch that? You wouldn't watch those two black guys and that white girl?
I definitely would.
Okay.
Especially current, all of them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if Kel's doing too good.
I think he's okay. He made an appearance on Saturday Night Live like a couple seasons ago.
That's true. Good for him.
But it's nothing about, like, it's not even art. It's not even art.
I guess it thinks it is.
It thinks
but
it
it's
is.
not.
But I would love to have a discussion with your classmates about why they think this is good.
Yeah.
Because
it really feels like an Emperor's New Clothes.
I've never seen it.
Have you heard the story?
Sorry. I was thinking of The Emperor's New Groove.
No. No. It's people being too embarrassed to admit that the Emperor has no clothes.
Right. Or it's like,
They're all pretending it's like, oh, your robes, Emperor.
Yeah,
they're
gorgeous.
so not terrible.
yeah, it's a real, like, not knowing how to turn off the sarcasm.
Yeah,
It's like in movie form.
Yeah.
That just, like, you think it's so stupidly good, but it's like awful.
yeah. It's sort of irony poisoning the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and look, if you're waiting for a plot synopsis, I apologize. There won't be one.
will not be
because there
one.
is one. It's literally shot to shot to shot of these people with brightly colored wigs and
Who have
shit,
all been molested by a
who
family
have
member.
all been molested by a family member earlier in
100%.
their lives. Just yelling shit at the camera. That's all that it is for the entire feature-length runtime of the movie. I said it feels, do you know Everything is Terrible at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like an Everything is Terrible. It feels like they found some, like, weird, like, 80s, 90s VHS footage and, like, cobbled it together from, like, some weird public access thing or something.
Yeah.
But that's the whole
That's
movie.
the whole thing.
And, like, I think at the beginning there was, I wrote, like, is this a bunch of children's audition tapes? Because I've already seen so many.
Yeah, but that is an audition for something completely different than you've seen the other auditions for.
It's true. And my second the same hot take of this 2-part podcast: tap dancing, not that hard. There's some tap. I did stumble across the first line that made me chuckle a bit. The like matriarch of the household, whatever, said that now blah 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 was adopted by some very rich gays, which was amusing. Yeah, so I can't explain why this is bad and Tim and Eric is good, but it is. That's a fact.
I mean, Tim and Eric have talent. It's intentionally edited poorly together.
Yeah.
Like, the gags are all intentional. This is, like, completely unaware of where to make the jokes.
Yeah.
I think I might very briefly have to rescind my Brock like what you like statement.
Uh-oh.
Because his okay.
Are we doxing his letterboxd?
Well, his letterboxd is interesting.
Are we doing a letter doxed?
We're doing a letter doxed.
That might be a fun new segment, actually.
That might be
is shitting on people's letterboxds.
So, anyone who's not familiar with Letterboxd or is not on Letterboxd,
if not, what are you even
well,
doing?
I mean, you don't have
You're
to be
listening
on
to
it.
a movie
It's
podcast.
literally a way for you to rate and track and share what you're watching. And you can find new things. You can share with people what you like, what you don't like, etc. But at the top of your profile, it has your favorites. So you can pick 4 movies that are like your favorite movies.
But
right?
you can also just pick one, like Adam Friedland did.
Just Adam Friedland.
What was the one? Was it funny? It must have been funny.
I can tell you what it is in 3 seconds.
2, 1.
Nope, I can't do it.
You got me so excited. Still no?
Well, if it would give me, like, there we go. Fucking goddamn. Just Borat.
Just Borat.
So, Brock liked my review of Iberia, which my review was...
What was your review?
I think it was the same thing I just said. Utterly unwatchable shit. I don't even know how anyone finds this entertaining or funny. It's like some kind of Amanda Bynes sketch, but written by someone who was clearly molested by their father or uncle.
For sure.
Right? Brock liked it.
Yep.
And then I clicked on Brock's page.
4 faves?
So the 4 faves. Now, I will say, he prefaces it by saying, faves are my favorite first-time watches of 2023.
Oh, so
Which is fine, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
Which is totally fine.
that's very limiting, so that's, yeah.
He chose the See How They Run with Sam Rockwell, Saoirse Ronan, Adrian Brody, directed by Tom George. I have no idea what that is.
I mean, I'd fuck 2/3 of that cast.
Yeah. Then he chose...
No Saoirse.
He chose the 2018 Den of Thieves, starring Gerard Butler.
Did
And
Someone
Oshak Jackson Jr.
Oshak? Someone said it might have been Cumtown. Said it kind of rocks.
I think people think it's good. It's a 3.2, which isn't bad. I haven't seen it. Then he's got this one I'm on board for. He got fucking 2022's The Outfit, which I talked a lot about how much I liked it.
Is that the one?
Oh boy. Here we go.
Is that the one where Jackie Chan gets a magic
Yes,
outfit?
magic
and
outfit.
then he's good at karate?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And a movie he gave 3 stars to, 2022's Christmas film Spirited, which he gave 3 stars to. And that is
did
in
you
his.
also give it 3 stars?
I gave it half a star.
Oh, I see.
And reviewed it by saying, unwatchable garbage. Oh, no, I wrote, what an awful piece of complete garbage. It was shit. So, maybe don't like what you like.
Maybe pretend you like
Maybe
other things
pretend you
to
don't
fit in with the crowd.
Like Spirited.
But otherwise, you're doing okay.
Otherwise, you're doing all right.
Maybe it's the only 4 movies he's watched. I mean, we're 2 weeks into the year.
He's logged like 3,000 movies. He spent a lot of time during film school watching films, which is also what I did.
True.
And a lot of New Japan.
Yeah.
On the school computers during class.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll tell you that on my first day of school, Brock, I told my entire class
you were gay?
that I don't like Star Wars. And it became a fucking dumb running gag the entire time I was there, where anytime any of my instructors would make reference to Star Wars, 3 or 4 of my classmates would turn around no matter where they were in the room and just stare at me. And I would go, yeah, I get it. He said Star Wars. Fucking turn around.
Also, it bums me out that presumably your whole film school class besides you likes Star Wars. I don't like that.
Well, maybe not all of them, but it was like the dudes in my class.
Yeah.
But like I was the second oldest. I was 28.
Old.
And yeah. There was a 33-year-old. He liked it.
Old.
And then everybody else was like 25 and younger. They all liked it.
Huh.
And I had to like defend myself a lot about why I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, Kate, you tell me a movie you like. And then they would tell me some dumb movie, and I'd be like, yeah, who likes the worst movie? You? Or like me, or you liking this dumb fucking
You
movie?
liking Spirited.
Exactly. So like what you like, unless it's Spirited.
Totally fair.
I mean, I'm done with Iberia. I don't feel like he wanted us to fully review it. He wanted to just know.
We have confirmed that you're not wrong and your classmates are assholes.
Correct.
What else do I have to say? Is every male's voice pitched up?
Yes, it is.
In this movie? Or did they just cast the highest, most nasally gay voices in the world?
Could be that.
But it does.
Are you in this movie?
I don't know. They're pitched up, I think.
I think they're pitched up.
A lot of them.
Yeah, I think it's pitched up.
I wrote, this is improv, yes? There's no way this was all written.
I don't fucking
It's impossible. Someone made, were there any other borderline amusing, not even amusing, just like almost interesting lines? Sometimes I feel like a prequel to A Horrible Person. I don't know. Sometimes the backup doesn't have your back. A year is so short, but it counts for so long.
I'm gonna mute your microphone.
Okay, this one I liked a little bit. When I start making shitty paintings, I will consider selling you one. I get hurt a lot. Physically, I fall down the stairs, and more like that. It continues. So someone posited that this movie posited. I do like every time we say anything with the sound paw in its name, we do make visual paw signs.
What are we supposed to not do
no,
it?
It would be truly silly not to do it. I agree. So it's been posited that this is the physical embodiment of a bunch of people vying for attention in a chat room, which, yeah, I can sort of see that. I wouldn't have thought of it myself just watching it, but if that's where he's coming from, okay. But also, this director has made like 25 of these, and they're all this. Every single one is just this. Maybe they're in a different room, but it's the same thing. It's these weird fucking people yelling at me. Every single one. Because I looked at other ones. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't think it's worth analyzing too hard. I think this is just a weird thing that this guy likes making over and over again for whatever insane reason, possibly getting molested when he was younger. I wrote, I bet this was made by a silly gay weirdo, and I looked it up, and I was right.
You nailed it.
Nailed it. Can you even believe it? What were the odds? 100 to 0?
100 to 0?
What were the odds? Infinity?
Infinity odds?
They were, and I beat the infinity odds. Let's talk about Ready to Rumble.
For an hour and 45 minutes.
For not an hour and 45 minutes, but maybe a little while.
So, much like we did for Demon House, I took no notes.
As a safety precaution.
Because, like, I'm not going to... I've seen this movie 50 times.
That's more times
in
than
my
me.
life.
I've seen it a few.
So,
at the end of the day, I am a wrestling fan.
I can quote most of it word for word, or a lot of it.
And I've heard you do it.
So, I didn't want to take... Exact same thing with Demon House. I didn't want to take a bunch of notes that were just me writing down every quote, every funny thing that I read or that I heard or remembered because I didn't want to take up an hour's plus time on this movie because like ultimately this movie is awful.
It's a bad movie.
It's a terribly made movie.
Yeah.
Terribly acted. It's awful. It's garbage. But the fact that it's a wrestling movie that was made when I was a 14-year-old kid who was like obsessed with wrestling, of course I loved it and watched it all the time. It was one of the first, I had it on VHS. It was one of the first DVDs I owned.
Of course.
So yeah, I like really, really grasped onto this as a wrestling fan.
You and Kelly have this movie memorized.
100%. Kelly and I make references to this to each other non-stop.
Oh, yeah.
So like, yeah, I didn't want to do that where I just, and then this guy said this really funny line, and then there's this funny line, and there's this funny line. Like I was like, no, that's not entertaining for anyone.
And then a bunch of bad lines.
Yeah.
This is brought to us by Michael W., who...
Winslow?
I think it's by Michael Winslow.
Nice.
Of Sharknado 3 fame.
Okay. Yeah.
No. He didn't request
He's in
Sharknado 3 as
Michael Winslow.
Jonesy.
Michael Winslow.
And this was actually given to us as a choice between this, Beyond the Mat, or The Big Lebowski. And we're like,
Weird.
let's do the dramatized wrestling movie, not the documentary wrestling movie or the Coen Brothers movie.
I mean, I feel like Big Lebowski's been done by like
I was gonna say,
right?
It's a fantastic movie. I don't think we'd break any ground on it.
No, not at all.
And we figured this would be more fun to talk about than Beyond the Mat.
Yeah.
Although it is fun to see Mick Foley just absolutely get his skull caved in by The Rock.
And just ruin his wife's life.
His family just crying,
Ruined
screaming in the front row.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yep.
Strong stuff. I saw Beyond the Mat at Granville Cinema.
Wow.
Opening day. Back when Granville Street was floor to ceiling theaters.
Yep.
Yeah. And now they're all gone.
Now they're all crack dens.
Yeah. And
or nightclubs.
Awful nightclubs.
Or awful.
Awful nightclubs with one demographic.
Yeah.
Not saying who. You figure it out. Come to Vancouver. You'll actually not.
No.
Nope.
Do you know that Celebrities isn't even a gay bar anymore? It's a regular nightclub that has gay nights.
I like that we took it back.
That's stupid.
I think it's good. I don't think they should get them.
Get a monopoly on the gayest part of the city for a nightclub that has been the gay nightclub for like 20 plus years.
Yeah, they can have the Pump Jack.
Pump Jack, all straight.
That
no gay.
That would be so funny.
I know, but it's not true.
I want to see, because all I know of the Pump Jack is from gay furries descriptions of it.
Of course.
I would love to just see inside.
I don't think I want to. I'm scared.
I'm curious. I don't want to spend any amount of time there.
No.
But I'd like
just
to see
peek
inside.
your head in the door and then go, okay, I'm out.
I want to peek.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a peek one day.
That's the level of bi-curious I am. Is I would like one peek inside the real gay club, gay bar in Vancouver.
Do you think anyone in the history of Vancouver has ever confused the two Steamworks?
For sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think they showed up to the Steamworks brewery thinking it was a gay bathhouse, and they go downstairs and they're like, Where is it in here? And they just wander into the back and
just wearing a towel,
ready to have some anonymous glory hole sex, and then there's a waiter there trying to wait tables.
I've said this 100 times. I would love to go to a non-gay bathhouse. It seems nice.
We gotta
just
go
like a Korean bathhouse,
or go to New York,
a Roman
and go to
bathhouse.
Jewish one?
Sure, I'll do it. You know what? I'll do a Jewish one. I don't give a shit. I'll make friends with Duddy.
Yeah, or go to Turkish bathhouse.
Yeah. Well, no.
No?
Yes.
I don't know.
Get in a naked fight with someone?
Yep. With your balls out and fight two big Russian gangsters, and then.
But yeah, I
69 your wife. On the
very
stairs.
much like the bathhouse idea. I just don't want to have anal sex.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't think it's all
I don't think the two need to be conflated.
Yeah.
I just want to do one. I want to do bathhouse stuff when I do bathhouse stuff and anal sex stuff later. Not at the bathhouse.
At home, in my own private bed.
Home with my dad.
So, Ready to Rumble is a movie made and produced by World Championship Wrestling.
At the height of their powers, the year 2000.
Wow.
Less than one calendar year before they would be bought by their competition, WWF, for $2 million. Sorry, Scott, did you say $2 billion? That sounds like a large company acquisition price. No, $2 million for the price of a nice house.
Not in Vancouver.
The price of an average house in Vancouver. They bought the whole fucking company.
So they produced this movie as a way to try to get their popularity back up.
Yes.
They figured that doing a breaking kayfabe fully wrestling movie would make people want to then go and watch the wrestling as if they didn't just learn about
That it was
kayfabe.
fake. And it worked.
Well, they're still around to this day.
And WCW is bigger than ever.
Bigger than ever.
Well, and it was crazy how fast their price dropped because Vince bought it for $2, but like it was almost sold like a couple of months earlier for $100 million.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's nuts.
But they couldn't get the financing together or something,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, because, like-
and the thing is they didn't have the television deal. Without the television deal, it was
not
worthless.
a valuable company.
Yeah.
Because like Bischoff's consortium was trying to buy it.
Yeah.
But read The Death of WCW by Brian Alvarez. I think it is a fun book, even if you're not a wrestling fan, just because like
there's a lot of wild stuff.
It details like 12 plus years of sheer incompetence.
Yeah. It's surprising that they lasted as long as they did.
It's obviously better if you know the ins and outs of wrestling a little more. But I think even as a very casual fan, it's an interesting tale.
Yeah. It's very unique. There's not like a lot of other things in the world that would be like that. Like a company or like a sport or like a band or something. Like it's a very unique story to wrestling that you would not get anywhere else.
Now, Brian Alvarez, of course, co-host of probably, I guess, the largest wrestling podcast besides ours.
Sure.
And who does the theme song for it?
I don't know, some furry.
And who does our theme song?
The same furry.
And where's he gonna be on February 10th?
Dead in the bottom of the ocean.
For all I care, hanging by his neck in his fucking closet. The not aforementioned Pepper Coyote. You never said his name. You just said some.
I was waiting for you to say it.
Is gonna be at SOS Pro Wrestling, singing perhaps our new tag team theme song if he's finished writing it by then, and if not, probably the one we've been coming out to now.
I mean, it's been written, hasn't it?
It has been written.
It just hasn't
it's just been tweaked.
Yeah. So I don't understand why he wouldn't be able to sing.
You know what? You're right.
Just tell him. Just tell him he's singing it.
I'll tell him he's singing it.
Don't give him an option. You're singing it.
There.
I'm
so
swinging.
that's done. So that's going to be cool and fun. That's right. Cool and fun.
Cool and fun.
I am nothing if not full of large vocab words.
Yeah, especially after we've recorded 6 hours of podcast at 11 p.m.
Yep. I think we're peaking. I think we're peaking right now.
I hate this.
We've been ramping up.
Hate.
4 more.
Hate. If
we don't get too many more requests at $75, then it'll stay at 10 total episodes. And if not, it'll be more and we'll go forever.
But 10's got to be shorter, right?
No, they're all 11 episodes. They're all 11 movies. Some are shorties.
Yeah, I know.
Some are shorties.
Some
but,
are music videos.
Some are 4K pop videos.
So the general idea of this is that it's a kayfabe breaking look at WCW through the eyes of two like middle-aged men fans who live in Wyoming and sort of are so dumb that they don't realize that wrestling's fake.
Yeah, wrestling movies or anytime wrestling's involved in fiction, it's always so weird because in writing it you have to decide if you're presenting wrestling as real or fake.
Is this a real thing, or are we showing everyone
yeah.
it's acting?
Are the people in the matches fighting for real, or is it predetermined like it is in real life? So that's always the weird decision you have to make off the bat.
Yeah, I guess it's almost always perceived. They almost always break kayfabe. The only two I can think of that don't are Rocky 3
Rocky
with
3.
Thunder Lips.
Yeah.
And Paradise Alley. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's like a late 70s Stallone movie.
Right.
Where it's like three Italian brothers in New York, and the oldest brother becomes a professional wrestler. And but like that, those are the only two I can think of where it's not like just straight up like, oh, this is fake. Oh yeah, we know each other. We like hang out all the time. It's not even real. Like I feel like those are the only ones, right? Like because the wrestlers kind of got a lot of kayfabe breaking.
Yeah. Kimono Michi's real.
That's anime, you fucking loser.
Look what these requests have done to me.
Yeah.
I'm making anime references.
Like I guess Nacho Libre's shown as not kayfabe, but like sort of.
I'm trying to remember. It's kind of real.
It's kind of real.
Yeah.
Like the fighting is real.
Yeah.
Because like they're not going in there and planning out spots.
The fighting's
They're
real.
just getting beaten up, and then like
the fighting's real.
Ramses, who is
the farting is real.
Silver King.
Yeah, all right.
Is like an actual bad guy who's not nice and does bad things to them.
And then he fucking straight up died in the ring.
Straight up died in the ring.
In real life.
R.I.P. Yeah, so it's presented to us as the audience that this is fake shit.
Yeah.
But David Arquette and Scott Conn have no idea it's fake. They straight up think this is the real thing.
Yeah, and if I don't know if you want to call them mentally handicapped arsler for thinking that, don't worry, everyone else does.
Everyone else does.
We drop ours so fast in this movie.
Nothing like making a movie about your company representing your fans and then immediately calling them retarded.
Yeah, the dumbest motherfuckers.
Yeah,
in the
like
world.
they're like, oh, only fucking stupid people watch our movie or watch our product.
I mean, in 2000, that was mostly true.
But it's your people.
I know, it is weird that you're insulting.
It's so dumb that you would say to your fans, "Hey, you're all a bunch of phoebes."
I mean, wrestling has historically always had a fairly good deal of contempt for its fans.
Correct.
Yeah,
And also,
and we hate wrestling fans.
I hate wrestling fans so much.
Yeah.
Every single wrestling fan. I hate them.
Are you listening to this? Are you a wrestling fan? We hate you.
Guess what? We hate you.
Yep. Are we wrestling fans? 100%.
We hate ourselves. We hate ourselves. We hate each other. We hate you. Double murder suey coming up. So, I mean, the plot is very much just there's a fictional wrestler named Jimmy King who's played by Oliver Platt.
Who is such a weird choice for the greatest wrestler of all time.
He's good in it. He's really fun in it.
He's fun, but he's this just physically.
Oh yeah, he's like kind of chubby,
Just this
like,
portly
fat
man.
face. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be Jerry the King Lawler, obviously.
Yeah. Who also was not in the greatest shape
Not
in
in
the
the greatest
world.
shape, but he used to be.
But was better shape. Never in this in Oliver Platt shape.
No.
Jerry Lawler now at 77
Is in better
Having
shape
had
than Oliver Platt was in 2000.
12 heart attacks.
Yeah.
Is in better shape than Oliver Platt.
Correct. So
And his finisher is an axe handle.
crown him, King, crown him.
It's a lame finisher.
It's super lame, but I mean,
except when Brooksy does it, because that shit is serious.
yeah, he's a crazy person. He's completely insane, but also a great dude.
He's the loose ledge.
He's the loose ledge. So yeah, the idea is that they believe wrestling's real. There's backstage politics that involve Jimmy King, where there's a mouthpiece for the company whose name is Titus Sinclair, who's played by Joey Pants.
Played by Joey Pants with like Native American braids.
Yep, and a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Well, so the original character was supposed to be Eric Bischoff. It was supposed to be Eric Bischoff playing Eric Bischoff.
That would make so
But
much more sense.
Bischoff got fired.
Oh, that's right.
Right before they started filming.
That's right.
So they had to like last minute put somebody else in, which is why Arquette and Khan's characters are in Wyoming. because he's from Wyoming.
Oh, of course.
So that was written in the original script.
He's at Sturgis.
That he, yeah. So like he was written in the script that it was just supposed to be Eric Bischoff playing Eric Bischoff.
Of course.
But then they fucking fired him because he was bad at his job.
And hired Vince Russo and Ed Ferreira.
Ed Ferreira.
And they saved the company, I hear.
They sure did. Oklahoma, baby. So yeah, they pull a swerve on Jimmy King in, you know, like in like kayfabe terms. They cheat him out of the title, and of course to Arquette and Khan, that's like, you know, real. So they like everybody turned their back on Jimmy King.
Although the screwing him was
well,
real.
yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like it's hard because it's wrestling, but like they really did like. Titus Sinclair didn't want him as champion anymore.
Yeah.
He used his politics to get all the guys in the back to turn on him,
Yeah.
beat him up for real.
Yeah.
He loses the title.
Beat him up for real with wrestling moves.
with wrestling moves.
It's so complicated.
And then kick him out of the company.
Yeah.
So Arquette and Khan are like devastated by this. They decide they need to leave their jobs and they need to go get Jimmy King back on his feet.
Yeah. I got a few bits and pieces just leading up
Yep.
to that. So Arquette's dad is a cop, and his whole family are cops, and his dad wants him to be a cop. And the first appearance of his dad led me to write, I like becoming a cop so you can sexually assault your son's friends. Because he does a stop and frisk on Scotty Conn. And then there...
And he said, don't you want to be on the other side of this search? He goes, you want me to grab your nuts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I get it. Your dad's gay.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Pretty woke for 2000, honestly.
Yeah.
Not a lot of gay cop dads.
Nope.
In media at the
But now
time.
there's a million of them. They're everywhere.
Now everyone's a gay cop dad.
Everyone's a gay cop dad.
I mean, Reginald Val Johnson.
Yes, he is. Reggie.
Well, oh yeah, and then Arquette's complaining about his dad to Scott Conn, and Scott Conn's like, "At least you got a dad." I'm like, "Motherfucker, your dad is Jimmy Conn,
Friend of the show, R.I.P. Jimmy Conn.
friend of the show, R.I.P. Jimmy Conn." And man, hair gel sales in the late 90s, early 2000s must have been insane.
Yeah.
Like if you had
half a bottle just to get your hair up,
Like
and then
in-
it's rock solid.
in 92, if you bought hair gel futures,
Yeah.
you cleaned the fuck
Cleaned
up.
up.
They're like I guess Scott Conn from his dead dad inherited
His sewage company,
his
septic
like septic outhouse
sucker
cleaning
company
business.
Yeah.
And while they're doing that, some guys they're on like a work site. Some guys are mean to them.
Yeah.
Including the line, "Hey shit boys,
How's
how's
the
the shit work?"
You gotta excuse my aim in there. Or you gotta excuse the mess in there. My aim's a little off. I've been using the jackhammer.
It's writing like this that I believe got it the original screenplay Oscar.
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
John Ennis was in the mix for a
Yep.
bit of Mr. Show fame. And were you there when we went to the UCB in LA?
Nope.
Well, other people were there, and we saw him, and they did a... Oh, yeah, it was a Christmas show, so it was the December show we went to. Yeah, that was fun.
Brag.
Would a loser have tickets to Nitro in the 2000s? Yes.
Absolutely.
100%. Exclusively.
Biggest loser.
Exclusively, losers would have tickets to Nitro.
Yeah. During the Nitro, before the whole Jimmy King thing happens,
Please write the same thing as me.
there is an actual tag team match happening in the ring. It's Billy Kidman and
Hoovy?
Billy Kidman and Hoovy against Prince Iaukea and Rey Mysterio.
Yes.
No Mask Mysterio, because it was during that time period. Ray, during filming a fake match for a movie,
Hurt him.
blew out his fucking knee, and this was when he needed the first like major surgery on his knee.
Yeah.
During a fake match in a movie.
That.
Ray,
Sucks.
that sucks.
Oscar,
I mean, at least
our condolences.
at least he's still wrestling.
he's still wrestling.
And,
he's still
and
good.
he's still good. So
And he's gonna fight his son at WrestleMania.
I think he's gonna.
Yeah, his son who is now cosplaying as Conan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Conan with the attitude of Eddie Guerrero, kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good stuff. What else did I have? Oh, and there Arquette's like in love with a girl.
A Nitro girl.
Oh no!
The one
a girl works at a fast food place.
Yes.
But then there's a nut, and the girl he likes doesn't give him the time of day. Thinks he's a fucking loser because he's a fucking loser. But
He's a wrestling fan.
There's the other.
They're all fucking losers.
There's a Velma type girl.
Yes.
who does like him and is a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
And he and Scotty Conn are talking about it, and he's like, oh, what about her? Like, she's too much like one of the guys, and he's like, that's bad. Like, that's gay.
That's gay.
Very funny.
Hella gay.
We saw the Rapping Granny for a minute.
Rapping Granny.
I was a big Nitro fan.
Yep.
I
Bring me
didn't-
back a T-shirt. A really tight one.
That's gross, Granny.
I know.
I do like that, probably not on purpose, but this is actually about the right size arena for this time period of WCW, because it is very much. It's not a stadium per
No,
se.
it's like the third stadium in the town.
It's the Agrodome.
It's the Agrodome.
It's like
the smaller than the Agrodome.
the one below. Yeah, it's like a 1,500 seater,
Maybe less.
maybe 1,000, maybe 800, maybe 50. It's a 50 seater.
maybe like 12.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it's sitting around 1,000, which you would expect bigger for a wrestling show, but if so, you weren't watching WCW in 2000.
You were not.
I think that's most. The Nitro girls are there.
Yeah.
I can't remember which of the two said Che's the best, because it was
Scott Conn says
Scott
Che's
Conn
the
says the
best.
best, and David says Rose McGowan's the best.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, so Scott sounds like someone wants to eat a little Korean.
Nice.
Nice.
Rose McGowan admitted multiple times
That Harvey Weinstein raped her?
how much she hated working on this movie. She didn't want to be in it. And she actively threw the script out multiple times before actually doing the production.
Is it because... No, I guess this came before. I was going to say, is it because she had just recently done the best movie she had ever been in,
No,
Monkey Bone.
that's later.
Where she got to play a cat girl.
It's a year.
It's 1 year later.
Later,
It's
yeah.
01, yeah.
And she was about to get raped.
And she was about to get raped. And she couldn't imagine ever going back. Once you go cat, you never go back, is what I'm saying. Like, imagine playing...
Take the barbs, that's it.
Imagine playing a cat girl and then having to go play a person
Gross.
later on. Disgusting.
Her character was supposed to be Kimberly Page.
Oh.
Well, or no, sorry. Her character...
And then Dallas said,
No.
nobody mows my lawn.
kind of. Dallas fought hard to get her the role, and they decided that she was too old.
Oh, sad.
Because she was almost 40.
Yeah, I guess she was...
And they wanted somebody
older than Rose
younger and
McGowan.
more popular and stuff. So that's why they got Rose McGowan, who absolutely fucking hated it. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Sorry, Rose. What else do we... right before he got screwed, Jimmy, on mic, in a promo in the ring, straight up threatened to rape Diamond Dallas
Yes, he did.
Page. Fully.
Gonna make you my puppy dog bitch
in
tonight.
my dungeon.
In my dungeon.
I'm like, oh, you're gonna have
sodomize a grown man.
Non-consensual
A
anal sex
50-year-old
with this
man.
50-year-old man who started wrestling in his late 30s.
Yep, he sure did. There's a really good scene that I like when... Oh, no, I guess it's later. It's after King comes back, yeah. So,
They enlist the help of the Shermanator.
the Shermanator, yeah, they do.
And
My dad says talking on the phone's for pussies.
a lot of things are for pussies. Who leads us to our second color iMac appearance of the Oliver Request Spectacular. Shout out to the Glass House.
Yep.
Where they're trying to go find and help Jimmy King. Yeah. So the Shermanator looks up his home address on the 2000 internet when they just publish the home addresses of famous people.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Do you want to look it up right now?
We should go back to that.
We should.
What are you going to look up? Jimmy King's home address?
John Cena home address and see what comes up.
Actually, let's flip it on him. Let's look up Shermanator's home address. All right. Asked and answered. So we get his home address.
Yep.
And we...
It's a trailer park.
And I'm like...
He's the number one wrestler in the
thing.
world.
I'm trying to wrap my head around the reality of the situation. So King has been a superstar on national TV for 14 years, and he lives in a trailer park.
Yeah.
I don't. Is he?
And it's not like he's been out of wrestling for like 3 days.
Yeah.
It's not like he had to sell off all of his assets.
He got fired. He got booted out on Monday Nitro. This is charitably Thursday.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he just likes the humble life and he's saving all of his money.
I respect that.
Probably not.
He's a Warren Buffett type. He doesn't show off, but he's fucking rich.
So they go, they find him. They're gonna try and convince him to come back to wrestling. There's 2 really great lines in this part of it, where he wants them to go and buy him booze. So they agree. So they come inside. And then they tell him, like Jimmy, like, we're here to get you to come back, like, to WCW. And he goes, listen, it's just a dance, and I'm a clown, and this clown got fired. That's all. I'm like, that's a pretty accurate representation of wrestling.
It is just a dance, and we are just clowns.
We're just clowns.
Yeah.
So then they're like, kind of give it like give me like give me the this. And like, no, give me the I will rule you. And he goes, all right, how about this? Go get me my freaking beer, you freaking morons! And I'm like, it's so good. And then they goes, knock, knock. Who's there? Drunk Jimmy King in a dress. Let's get out of here.
Yeah,
he's doing cross-dressing.
Yeah, but only to disguise himself for people coming around looking for money.
Yeah. I guess that's why he doesn't have a mansion. Is because he probably owes people money.
I guess he's
right?
bad with money.
Yeah. So they decide, like, that's it, we gotta leave. And then he's like, no, we can't give up on him. He's the king. He's the greatest professional wrestler of all time.
And he has a net worth of $75, which is just enough money to get one request from us.
That is true.
So I hope he uses it wisely.
I hope he does too.
They go find Jimmy's parents.
Yep.
Of Caroline Ray.
No, that's his wife.
That's it. Sorry, I can't remember who the mom was.
They're just.
I know it's Caroline is ex-wife first, then his parents.
Yeah.
Ex-wife Caroline Ray, who is Zimbo Venus's godmother.
Wild.
Send
us a picture. We don't believe it.
Yeah.
Prove it.
Do it. And also, Zimbo, congrats on the job you just got with the Japanese, like in a 90s sitcom. He had a big meeting with the Japanese, and he nailed it.
Did you eat sushi off a naked woman?
They definitely had themselves a sushi slut.
Yeah, I like sushi sluts.
And stemming from that, in time, he perhaps has advertising sponsorship cross promotions for us. So stay tuned.
Why do you wait till we're on the pod to tell me things?
That's how we do it.
I'm gonna rape you later.
Just like Jimmy King almost did Diamond Dallas Page.
Yeah.
Take
you down to my dungeon and make you my medieval puppet dog bitch tonight.
I didn't like it. I don't like it at all.
And so Caroline Ray hits him in the dick.
Yep.
And then that's another great line where they ask him how his dick is, and he goes, feels like Richard Petty drove his stock car going 100 miles an hour to my balls. And then she goes, I hope it turns black and falls off in the crapper. And he goes, well, it's definitely bruised. It's great. It's a great line.
We go see his parents, who I can't remember the mom, but do you know who the dad is?
Wilford Brimley.
The dad is Louis Arquette. Oh, David's real father.
That's right.
Yeah.
Who died like not that long after.
I think not that long after.
Yeah.
So
that's wild.
That was a fun thing. And was it Caroline or his mom that referred to him as the big shit?
That's his mom.
That's his mom.
His mom. When they're like, he never comes around here anymore. The big shit.
That's a classic. Yeah. So they're doing the doing the big show in the New York Arena.
Well, they can't call it
in downtown Manhattan.
Call it the other thing.
The New York Arena.
New York Arena, baby.
And as I said, is that noted Catgirl and Weinstein victim Rose McGowan? Yes, it was.
I mean, who isn't a Weinstein?
So we got to bring Jimmy King back into fighting shape. So we enlist the help of, how did they possibly get him, Martin Landau.
Sal Bandini.
Want to wrestle?
Sal Bandini is, of course, based on legendary wrestling coach Stu Hart.
Mm-hmm.
Hart was elderly, but still strong and more skillful than people a fraction of his age.
Yes.
Is the exact statement. So Landau's character is like a old timey, like 40s, 50s
Yeah.
wrestler who
can still fuck you
who
up.
can still fuck you up, as it shows when they go to find him that he just beat up an entire high school wrestling team. Or fuck.
Yeah, he did.
Because one of them had like his straps down and was like maybe like pulling him back up.
I was worried.
No, I think he just.
I'm worried about those
Beat-
kids.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he has a very great line there that gets referenced by Kelly and I all the time, where when the team's leaving, he says, "Remember, apply pressure until your cartilage snap, or they crap in their pants."
It's good advice.
That's great advice.
So he gets him back into.
I'm gonna make somebody crap in their pants.
He gets back in fighting shape, and they invade Nitro at the New York Arena,
At the New York Arena.
and ambush the bad guys.
Jimmy hides in a porta potty.
Yes.
With a chair. He jumps DDP.
Blasts him.
Blasts him. Then Arquette and Khan go and take out Joey Pants.
Yeah.
Which has a very great thing, which is Scott Kahn's got him on the ground in a figure four, and Arquette runs and slides along the floor into a head scissor like armbar.
Yes.
It's very fun.
Yes, I
Like,
remember that. Yeah, right.
It's great. It's great. Then they get pulled off, and then Joey Pants like a non-kayfabe stance.
Yeah, they do the reasonable thing of giving him one last shot in a triple cage. And if
in a thing that's real.
in a real fight in theory, and if he wins, he gets the title, and to come back, and just for the fuck of it, $1 million, which he did not have to put
Gotta
up.
up the stakes
Why?
for the crowd, for the audience.
Fair enough. And if he loses, then he has to leave
Again,
again.
back to where he was and never
Yes.
come back.
So an absolute no-lose situation for King.
Yeah.
The stakes couldn't be lower.
Nope.
If he loses, what if he loses? He'll be the same as now.
Yeah.
And if he wins, he gets everything. Good deal. I'd take it, Jimmy.
It's a pretty great deal.
And so he does.
So he does.
They
decide that he needs backup. He needs a posse.
yes.
Because he's kind of lost everybody he had as his backup. This is just like for wrestling fans. His team of backup originally was Kurt Hennig, Van Hammer, and Conan.
I couldn't
what
believe
a random cavalcade of assholes.
I couldn't believe Van Hammer was in this movie more than once.
Major stash.
Major stash. Private stash.
Private stash. God damn it.
Yeah. So,
What an
but
idiot.
after he's betrayed by everyone, they have like tryouts for the new posse,
Yeah,
which
with
is just,
locals.
It's just mystery men.
Local yokels. Yeah, it really is.
It's mystery men.
I'm Fireman Fred. I'm going to hose you.
Yep.
We are Satan's Siamese twins. You're not really twins, are you? Kabonk.
Man, you really know this movie.
What's she going to do? Boob him to death? I got them all, Scott. I got them all. I know this fucking movie.
Amazing.
Then they decide that they're going to go talk to Goldberg.
Yeah.
Big Bill. He goes, he's in the gym.
Our second straight Jewish movie.
Yeah, it's true.
Daddy Kravitz, Goldberg.
Bill Goldberg. He's in the gym working out, and a king plays all coy of like, "Hey, Big Bill Goldberg, what are you doing here? You're looking big. You're looking jacked." And he goes, "I'm doing Letterman. What are you doing? Preparing for your execution?"
Also, he was looking big and jacked.
he was.
So I guess this was filmed because I was trying to figure if this was before or after Bill Goldberg made a miscalculation with a limousine window. This would have been before.
This is before.
Because if it's right when Bischoff got fired, it's about 2 months before.
Yeah.
Because Bischoff got fired September 99.
Yeah, I think it was September.
And Goldberg's limo mishap was December 99.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was filmed somewhere between there.
You can watch this. Sorry to interrupt. You can watch this. I'm gonna let you finish. Except I'm not. Watch this thinking. In a couple months after this Bill Goldberg I'm seeing right now, he's going to punch through a fake limousine window, and then he's going to punch through a real limousine window and sever the artery in his arm, lose, I'm going to say conservatively, 50 gallons of blood, and
Almost die.
come within an inch of his life.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking wild. Mm-hmm.
And still try to look tough on live TV after he did it.
I'm sure you didn't notice,
Hit me.
but in the background of the gym, working out on one of the machines,
Ice Train.
is future 16-time WWE champion John Cena.
Really?
Legitimately.
Prototype.
He's one of the like random gym guys in that you can see him like walk in the back, sit down at a machine and start stretching. And I'll show you afterwards.
Prototype
there's a
is
YouTube clip of it.
a gym boy.
He's a gym boy.
His one and only WCW appearance.
Correct.
Very interesting.
Yep.
Does he have that?
He's got the.
I was gonna say, does he have that stupid haircut? I should specify because John Cena has had nothing.
Yeah.
But stupid haircuts his entire
At least
life.
he's not balding.
At least not balding.
At that point.
Yeah.
No, it's like
Nowadays.
it's like the flat top, but
The triangle.
but dyed blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
He's a stupid looking man. But I mean, to continue the great quotes from this movie,
Go ahead.
when Jimmy tells him that he needs him to be his partner or to be on his team, and he goes, "Do you not like? Don't you remember the last time we tagged together?" And he goes, "I'm sorry, Bill. I was having such terrible back spasms that day." He's like, "You puked on me." He goes, "Well, it's like the audience laughed." He's like, "I was your partner." I'm like, "I would like puking on my partner." P.S.
Sure.
I'm gonna puke on you.
Don't puke on me.
Okay, maybe not. So then, they give up on Goldberg. They go back to like the roots of where to train. Grassroots. Then there's like a WCW party where Mean Gene gets drunk and tries to have sex with him.
Yep.
He falls.
Do you think I'm handsome?
I do. Mean Gene, really, I do. But I got to train for this freaking death match. He then He runs away scared.
Yep.
Falls into the sewer.
Yep.
Gets found in the sewer.
Uh-huh.
There's a big old bearded man who works for the sewage company. Gets him out. I don't know. Is there really anything else?
It's pretty much Triple Cage time.
Joey Pants sends Sid Vicious and Saturn to kill Martin Landau.
Yes.
But they end up doing it, but also getting their asses kicked.
Yeah. I believe Landau put Saturn in a stranglehold gamma.
He did.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I don't know.
I lost my mind.
Maybe it was Saturn's
that.
suggestion.
He's like, hey, I've been watching this guy in Japan who murdered a guy and stole a boy, and I like his submission. And this guy's good. He is the second best wrestler in his household. Those are great jokes for Japanese wrestling fans.
For us and his son.
I will not explain them.
Us and his son, that's it.
And his wife.
Well, I don't think she's listening to the podcast. Maybe we can get his son to listen to the podcast.
His son should be listening to the podcast. He's your best friend.
He is my best friend, but he's not going to listen to the podcast.
Piece of shit.
He doesn't speak English.
What?
No, he does.
That is very much news to me. That's true. In all the
How do
things
you think
told me,
I talked to
I
him
was going to say, in
the
all
whole
the things
time?
you've told me about Kensuke Sasaki Jr.,
How do you think
never
I
told
taught
me
him?
he didn't speak English. What a reveal. Then it's
Time for Triple Cage.
Triple
I
Cage
guess.
time.
He at one point he goes when he goes to meet Caroline Ray, he actually also meets one of his sons.
Yes.
And his son is like a rat-faced monster who's got braces on.
Yeah.
And when he goes to see him, and he goes, "Hey son, good to see you." Jesus, look at that grill.
Look at that grill.
I don't know. Screaming "Ready to Rumble" lines into the microphone at 11:30 at night is great. Great product, but I don't care at this point.
It is fun. And by this point, Arquette's dad has like forbade him from all things wrestling. And he's like, "You're becoming a state trooper."
Yeah.
And he's making him write the cop test and all that. And
No excuses, no bullshit, no tight outfits, no touching other men.
Mm-hmm. And
Little does he know, that's what wrestling's really about, is just getting sweaty with other boys.
Yeah, and they come, they're like, "David, come on, like it's the big game, we gotta go." And he's like, "Big
game."
He's like, "No, man, I can't go." And then of course he does eventually go. I'm like, you can try as you might to keep your son from being gay, but your son's gonna be gay.
Gonna be gay?
Dads out there, heed my words.
I don't know how many dads are listening to the podcast. Maybe
a
a couple.
shocking amount of dads.
A couple.
And your son's gonna be gay, so let him be gay.
Yep.
Trans? We'll see.
Depends.
We'll see you next week. And then no more weeks after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad this is the second to last one. I'm glad they were going to close out with something next week, and then we're just never going to record again.
Yeah, not because we don't want to, because we won't
Because
be
we won't be allowed to.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to record after.
We will
after
one
next
be
week.
banned and two lose our entire audience.
Correct.
So yeah, it's been fun. They fight on the cage. There's definitely one spot where maybe is the last spot where Diamond Dallas Page would have died.
Yes.
I think does he go through all three cages
straight down and just turns at the last second?
Yeah. I'm like, oh, you
Head
would
first.
No, yeah, you would have died and gone to heaven.
There's a couple great lines of Diamond Dallas Page is getting beat. Like, so they do manage to get like Gordy's character, which is David Arquette.
Yeah.
Dresses up like a state trooper
It's his
and
gimmick
rides a
now.
motorcycle through the cage.
Mm-hmm. Pretty sick.
There are a couple of guys who remain face and help Jimmy King.
Sting.
Well, no,
Always a
he
good guy.
comes later.
Yeah.
But it's like Prince Ikea. No,
I think IK is heel.
is it like Bam Bam and somebody? I don't like. There are good guy wrestlers.
There's a couple. There's Goldberg and a couple.
Yeah,
of
but then Sting comes, hits somebody with a bat, and
Yeah.
then Scott Conn goes like, "I love you, man. I love you." And Sting, of course, being a noted homophobe,
Yeah.
pops him in the face.
Pops him.
And then Arquette goes, "Do me,
Arquette
hit me,
being
hit me."
a wrestling loser,
Yeah.
which is exactly what any of those types in his position would
100%.
do. This is what the most accurate part of the movie. You're a wrestling loser.
Yeah.
You see Sting punch your friend.
Yeah.
You are begging Sting to do the same thing to you.
Begging to hit you. And he does.
And he does.
Then there's one point where there's the ladder is being comically swung in a manner in which doesn't physically make sense.
Yeah, that's right.
Because there is a ring post and ropes, and it's just swinging
Feels like shit would get in the
right
way.
in the middle.
Yep.
Which is very stupid. And then Goldberg comes to make the save, does a really good spear on
Yeah.
Jimmy King's son.
That's right.
Who comes out to heel turn on his dad.
Yeah.
Then DDP falls and almost dies. Oh,
Yep.
but before that, he's like beating up whoever, and they come and they go, Page, and they throw powder in his face.
Yeah.
And he goes, "You idiot, that doesn't work." And then he goes to pull away, and he's handcuffed to the cage.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Hey, Page, a diamond upside down is a pussy." That's really good. I like that line. He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
Did you know that DDP sued and won the lawsuit against
Jay-Z?
Jay-Z? Mm-hmm. I didn't. I like assumed that just like was
Settled or something.
WrestleLies.com.
Nope.
But real shit.
He did it first.
Real shit. Fucking won.
Yep. Take that, Sean.
Take that, Sean Puffy Combs. That's not. Is Jay-Z's name also Sean?
His name is Sean Puffy Combs.
Really?
Sean
Nice.
Carter.
Sean Carter.
S. Carter. You must try harder.
That's right.
Yeah. Competition is not
What's Lil Wayne's real name?
Big Wayne.
Big Wayne? That's not even.
It's the stupidest thing I've ever said.
Isn't his last name also Carter?
Wayne Carter.
Is it Wayne Carter?
It's something Carter.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. No relation.
I like white guys discussing rap. Anyways,
wearing FUBU.
Jimmy King wins.
Yep.
Gets reinstated. Mm-hmm. They throw
And the title, and $1 million.
They throw Joey Pants in the crowd where he gets beat up by wrestling nerds.
I don't even know if you're stating it far enough. I think the implication was that Joey Pants was brutally murdered
murder
by a
him?
mob.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Though all those
They tore him apart.
all those wrestling fans don't know that it's fake, so they're gonna
No, they're all a bunch of Arquettes and
so
cons.
they're gonna beat the shit out
They're
of
gonna
him.
kill the bad guy. But also, he was a real bad guy, so maybe he deserved to die.
So does that mean that they were gonna kill off Eric Bischoff?
They were gonna tear
McMahon
Eric
style?
Bischoff limb from limb.
Tear him up with a dick.
Yeah.
The only piece of trivia I have left is that I don't know if maybe I knew this and forgot. But Arquette refused to get paid to be in the movie, and all of the money he got, he
yeah.
donated to the family of Brian Pillman.
That's right.
did-
Did that come up in the Arquette documentary?
Yeah, I think maybe.
yeah.
But like, what a nice guy.
What a nice guy.
Brian Pillman was a professional wrestler and former football player whose
Whose heart exploded.
whose heart exploded at the age of like
12.
40,
Less.
37.
Yeah, I'd say around
Like
37.
37, and he like died somewhat recently. And Arquette was like kind of a wrestling fan and was
Yeah.
like, "That sucks."
He's like, "I don't need
the
money. I'm
I
doing
just
good."
I just did screams.
Yeah, I got Scream money,
I got
bitch.
stream money, bitch. So that was
Yeah,
pretty cool.
pretty cool. My piece of trivia is I ruined my friend's 17th birthday with this movie.
I'm gonna Sammy Sosa that shit.
You're really so
That's
that.
great.
Yeah, we're like, hey, we're going to the hey, another Dead theater reference. We're going to the theater at Richmond Center.
Wow.
Yeah, and we're gonna see a movie. I'm like, and there's like, I don't know, like 8 to 10 of us, and I'm like, hey, we should see Ready to Rumble. Yeah, let's go see Ready to Rumble. And they're like, should we see Ready to Rumble? I'm like, yeah, I guess go see that. And nobody enjoyed it.
That's awesome.
Yep.
None of them were wrestling fans?
I think some casual, but not enough to like this movie. And I don't really blame them.
No,
it's
I
a
don't
bad
either.
movie.
Nope. I think we saw it, maybe not opening night, but definitely like the first week it was in
Yeah.
theaters. We like went and watched it, and we were like,
This is the best movie I've
so
ever seen.
fucking loud and obnoxious and just like yelling things.
Oh, it would have been terrible watching with you.
Yeah, we ruined
assholes.
the movie
Yeah.
for everybody else who was there.
For sure.
Although everybody else there was a huge wrestling fag like us. So,
Yeah.
like, who cares,
you
right?
gonna
But
do?
like, yeah, we definitely were just like, Goldberg! Goldberg! I mean, yeah, we were 14 or 15 years old. Like, of
Yeah.
course we're going to ruin it for everyone.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we both had good theater experiences with
Yeah.
this. I definitely didn't feel like a piece of shit walking out of the theater.
Oh, I didn't give a
where,
shit.
where it was very clear that
Everyone was mad at you.
everyone was sort of mad at me for pushing this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even get to quote enough things from this movie, so I'm fine.
You did okay.
I'm fine. The only one that I missed that I really liked
Give us the important ones.
Well, the only one that I like a lot what that is when David Arquette's character first shows up as the cop, and then his dad is watching wrestling even though he fucking hates it.
It's on at the police station.
Oh, it's on the police station because all the other guys are watching.
They're all because everyone else is a wrestling fan.
And he goes over to see it, and he sees his son there, and then like he gets in the ring, and somebody's gonna attack him or something, and he yells, "Harpoon his ass!" Like that's really funny. And then there's a fantasy scene earlier in the movie where they're in the gas station. And he's fantasizing about there being a match in there, which, by the way, that looked really fun.
Yes.
The ring was
So
like
bouncy.
the whole floor.
Yeah.
And it was like super bouncy, and you could jump off the like shelving and stuff. And so the idea
I
is,
want that set.
Macho Man Randy Savage is like the bad guy.
Yeah.
And he's there
Just
with
gas to this man.
No one has ever been that short but that gassed in the history of wrestling.
ruined
like,
his body.
5'9".
Ruined his
5'9", 5'10", but
Yeah.
he's like 285
Of pure muscle.
of pure muscle.
Yeah,
like,
and he's like-
and his shoulders are like bigger than his head.
He's disgusting.
Yeah.
And for most of his career, he was just like, he was in really good shape, but
like, thin.
natural
Like, slim.
for his body. Because he's
Yeah.
not naturally a thick guy.
No,
He's naturally
he's
a
not very
lean
tall.
guy.
Yeah.
And, there's a reason his heart exploded not that long after.
driving and kill his wife.
Driving
That's
and kill his
unfortunate. But yeah, so they're like imagining fighting Randy Savage, but he's like beating him up, and then just like out of nowhere, Jimmy King appears, and he's like, "Tag me!"
Yeah.
And he makes the tag. It's David Arquette versus the like gas station attendant who
Yeah.
was kind of an asshole to
Yeah.
him. He makes the tag to Randy Savage,
Yeah.
and then Jimmy King comes. He makes tag Jimmy King,
Yeah.
And then if you watch the bloopers of it,
Oliver Platt.
Oliver Platt punches Randy
Punches.
Savage harder than anyone's ever
Like,
punched.
you hear it.
And as soon as he hits him, he goes, "Oh Jesus, Randy, are you okay? Oh my God!"
And,
whereas, like, if that was a wrestler doing it, it would like they wouldn't even say anything.
Yeah.
they would just kept going.
Yeah, but Randy being a tough man, like,
Yeah.
didn't give a shit.
Didn't
but
didn't
like,
sell it.
he really got punched in the face.
He punched him.
Yeah,
he
it was-
absolutely
it was
punched him. Yeah, very funny.
Yeah,
Well, I'm glad that we kept Ready to Rumble down to like.
45.
Like less than that.
Hey,
we're only
look
at
at us.
310. So
Great, shorter than what was the last one?
Did
Did we nail the lengths not in terms of them being good lengths, which they are not, but in terms of being similar to each other?
Yeah, I don't remember what the other one was.
I think we did a great job today. I think we've earned some anal sex.
The good thing is,
but not at the bathhouse. Separate but equal.
no Turkish,
No Turkish.
Korean, and then back to our private homes, our private residences.
Yes.
All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the second to last episode of this podcast ever. Because next episode,
Not by choice.
we are getting canceled.
We're so sorry about the end of next episode.
Tell us how much you love us now, because you might not.
If you
love
were
us.
ever going to send us money, ever.
Send us money. Tell us you love us.
Send it to
Yeah.
paypal.me/notscotthenson.
Right,
because
do
you're
it
not
now.
Gonna want to
do
later.
it right now, because
Yeah,
next
please.
week is gonna ruin everyone's lives.
I implore you.